daggers off of this champion to get them to stop playing. DL, very much believers in this.
That was really cute. I love that.
All right, they're going to have the range, the hyperscaler.
Since Team Liquid.
So it is orange support. I'm actually so loving this.
Very, very excited to
It'll also be really cool to see a like a Kindred game.
That we have and more recently is that
Kindred's definitely a champion I wish I was a little bit better at.
Yeah,
it'll be cool to see someone play him.
Really excited about because this is North American talent that they brought up through their own challenger system and invested so much in. We had so many stories last year about the success for them, and spring about their playoff success. Impact going to find Whippo here.
Yeah, but
oh, interesting. Senna's there.
Finds himself on the wrong side of things as Masu can reinforce the rumble and make sure that Impact is on the losing end of that trade.
Oh wait, so Busio gonna solo lane for a bit?
In the enemy jungle on that blue buff, just trying to track.
Oh, this is so interesting.
By the way, in case you guys did not notice, we have another cool new thing. Per role CS differences on the scoreboard as Inspired now having to deal with Core JJ,
wow,
who ignites him and wants to chase him all the way down. He's still on top of the blast cone.
Nautilus is huge.
Core using the ignite to
wait, that was disgusting.
Back, but Inspired is not so low that he's going to be interrupted and have to go all the way back to base just yet. Umpty to move forward and maybe find an additional opportunity here from the Kindred.
So I'm guessing they couldn't see the little jungle pet, right? I don't know how that works with vision.
Back in the mid lane. We'll see what Umpty wants to do. Looks like he's just stealing away the chicken camp right now as Core wraps around here in the bottom lane. Busio just walking.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't
look
there or
anything.
anything.
Trash talk.
Or I'm sorry,
Chad. Who do you think you are? Me? A-Soul? He's wanting a response.
I mean, there's
good luck, have fun.
Much wild stuff going on in the start of our game with the
love all chat being a thing.
With the lane swap.
Look at that wave!
Usually are like, oh, maybe you can try and steal away one of the camps.
Wait, that's actually crazy.
Kind of like, quote unquote weak side for a lane swap. That's what Inspired was doing on the Kindred, but it cost him a lot of health. Ooh. Now it's costing APA a lot of health as he has to go back through the singularity, back to mid lane here. But then you saw the follow-up and you mentioned it from Umpty. Umpty going in and trying to yoink back one of the camps for himself. So we've had quite the scramble here.
Do you think they're going to try and dive?
Of our first game of LCS summer. But in the end,
probably not. Zach is super tanky and has his passive.
They're able to pretty much even it up there.
This is insane.
It can get kind of dangerous, you know, if you give over extra camps.
Can't step forward or anything.
Territory to one of these more offensive farming jungles like a Kindred, or especially the AP versions like Italy and stuff like that. You know, sometimes people will do lane swaps just to get that jungler ahead. That carry jungler.
Double the farm for Whippo.
He did a pretty good job here trying to stabilize and will be able to clean up his red side camp. Unfortunately for Inspired, the Scuttlecraft did spawn on the top side, and nobody takes that top side scuttle.
Oh, you know, does Lucia have a support item? I didn't even check to see that. He's been solo laning for quite a bit now. What a flash!
Back in the mid lane, we got a problem here for Quad as he tries to get away from the gank.
Wow, Umpty almost died for that.
Team Liquid forcing that play, not quite enough.
That was really aggressive
to get the job done, but they will get the flash out of the mid laner on FlyQuest, the Aurelion Soul.
No, there's no. Oh no, Senna has the support item. Oh, I forgot they did that.
Meanwhile, Impact and Core JJ still just trying to survive up here in top lane.
Wow, they're gonna have a really beefy Ornn.
APA is gonna get a little damage, but the plates are sturdy enough to not allow him to get any extra gold from that recall.
Do you think it's really fun for supports to be able to like suddenly have gold? You know, is it way more fun to play this Ornn and be able to just build like a typical top laner would?
Towards people getting big chunks, and if you trade the Maokai ultimate for the Aurelion Soul ultimate, it allows these follow-up plays. Right now, when Umpty's going to be able to get to level 6, then they can pressure with the Maokai ultimate and have no flash on the Aurelion Soul, and APA here on the court can play a lot more confidently. Plus,
wow, lots of fighting mid lane.
Quad wanting to take the fight here against APA.
Nice flash by APA. Oh, with the solo. Wait, that was so well played.
Blood, Team Liquid.
It's certainly going to be confident after that one. We might have to.
Where's the all chat? Where's the all chat?
As well, with the beef that has been brewing between these two teams, by the way, on Twitter, Umpty and APA were both calling out Quad. So, welcome to the LCS. Welcome to First Blood.
It's
oh, and Fly has Quad because they benched Jensen, right? I remember reading about that.
Yeah, and especially with Quad being the piece
Quad's really young.
Change between spring and summer. Let's look at the beginning of this trade and how it all happened, because you already know that Quad was down Flash, so Quad is...
Oh, it's just really aggressive from Quad.
Now he's at Flash disadvantage, and then APA, he basically locked out of the singularity and then flashed the other side. Brilliant Soul, it's really hard to turn your Q.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a great turning radius. It takes him a while to turn around the breath.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Kobe. That one was a little bit goofy. Meanwhile, back up here on the top side, the Zap pass gets popped, but FlyQuest is
gonna be able to grab someone.
Spot. They gotta be careful as Umpty shows up. The Bramble Smash knocks
nice.
back into the waiting arms of Jan and Core, but it won't be.
I can't believe they survived that.
They aren't gonna grab any kills, but they force the Zac pass it for a future play potentially. Meantime, Inspired.
Yeah, look at the support. Lucio support, top EXP. Wait, that's awesome.
Not want to put himself in a compromised position.
Meanwhile, Lucio at the top of the charts there, on the Ornn, farming away on the bottom side while all the action was taking place top side. Geo will still get 2 of the grubs, but critically and importantly, as you mentioned.
So Asol's a little bit behind Corki, but he also just outscales Corki, right?
The double mic spawn, if you do give up the second chance.
Bring back Jensen though, bro. Wow, wait, that's crazy.
You knew that was gonna come.
Wait, that's so crazy.
But here comes the meteor. APA locked up, but it doesn't matter. There's nobody in range.
That's like tier 1 trash talking.
If you're the new guy on the team, you're always gonna have that big target on your back. So APA and Umpty obviously targeting Quad, getting the first blood.
Come on, Quad. I'm suddenly on your side.
A lot of scrutiny was given to the change with FlyQuest getting rid of Jensen in spring and summer as well. But JJ here, right back out trying to...
Wow, they are smacking that root.
Around mid lane, APA goes in.
APA continuing to just play aggro here against this Aurelion Soul. That's the thing. When you play a champion like Aurelion Soul, one that you don't see nearly as much, you would expect part of your advantage to be the fact that your opponent is not as well practiced against the champion. They might not be as familiar with the power points and the break points.
They sound echoey to you?
Not really the case here against APA, one of the very few players who has been playing.
I've noticed it a few times, but maybe I'm just...
And you can see it too, with him going fleet footwork, you know, not going into the cookie cutter hail of blades Corki. That is that huge burst damage. Going for the extra sustain of the fleet work. Fleet footwork for the
I kind of like that fleet work. Yeah, it's like combining
it's smoother, right?
Yeah. I actually like that. That's clean. That's good spacing on your work.
Good spacing, baby.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, JJ is trying to catch
Lucio's still just killing it, bro.
In support experience, but
level 7.
Level 7 already, so the Ornn is off. Meanwhile, Masu roaming here with Inspired.
Yeah.
So they know that Umpty's there, right? Yeah, they must.
Feels good for them, man. You just bring the extra guy. You know.
But they stole the blue.
You know you're up against Maokai, who, as you already
said,
and
the Gromp?
Playing one of these tank supportive type of junglers into an aggressive farming jungler like Kindred. It's hard for Maokai to deal with these anyway, but when Masu's there, it just becomes impossible.
Oh wait, prepping for a dive maybe?
He'll smite away the Gromp there as well, as Umpty is now going to lose a couple of camps. It is a massive farm difference in the jungle, 71 to 49. You can see the 500 gold lead for Inspired compared to
I don't think it would have
Umpty.
turned into a kill, but it would have been spiky.
That is the gold lead for FlyQuest. Meanwhile, mid and bottom, of course, going to be favoring Team Liquid, but it's plus 1,000 for Lucio on the Ornn. This guy is obviously, you know, it's not exactly fair because it's the same amount the other way because they're mismatched with a Senna, but it's still funny to see.
It is funny to see. It is always nice to
Quad's dead.
Extra levels, but we've got the dive.
Yeah.
On the wall, he hits some, uses the ulti.
Yeah, that's hard though.
First.
Can you blame Quad for that?
You can guarantee you're going to dodge an extra tower shot because you become untargetable. It's just that easy to line it up to guarantee that APA's got another kill.
Yes, sir. APA collecting here in the mid lane on that Corki pick. Super high prio. Like we were talking about too. This Maokai.
Oh, APA went Cole as well.
Go to the Corki. Immediately use your ultimate. Pressure the Aurelion Soul again.
So,
remember this game.
I wish I would have watched. It looks like they bought Dorn's Blade.
Yes, sir. Aurelion Soul.
And then afterwards bought Cole.
So it's a lot of stacks to keep track of. And they're split between two teams, but TL are doing a very good job keeping up Jan's stacks while also pressuring the Aurelion Soul. Even though FlyQuest here have multiple scaling options with Lucio, of course, on Ornn, going to be able to get Ornn items later, and they do land the snare, forcing a flash here too.
Yeah, nicely done getting the summer of APA. Again, now that Corki doesn't have package as an option, you know that he's a very viable target. It's like we were talking about when we were doing it in the context of Vi earlier.
I was watching what Kindred's doing.
To engage on this champion without package, there's so many more options now. Corki doesn't sort of have that second get out of jail free card when the flash is down.
You think they're gonna try and go it on quad again?
No. Correctly. So APA could find himself being a very, very enticing target now for the next 5 minutes or so here for FlyQuest. But Jan and CoreJJ making their way up. CoreJJ on top of the ward.
Wow, Kindred only has one mark.
And now
wait, what an engage! Wait!
Dredge line. APA goes on a killing spree. Masu missing that lockdown ends up being a lethal mistake.
Yeah, CoreJJ walks.
Wow, TL's gotten 3 right now. All for Corky. Wait, Corky's gonna be huge.
No, sir.
And they get payment in.
APA is gonna be a menace.
And now with that extra payment, you mentioned earlier, Team Liquid got a couple of grubs. House 3 more.
Oh, that was such a good cue. Wait, that hit all 3.
Does not have the manpower to be able to answer this. Umpty's happy to just stand there and go to Grub City.
Yep, Grub's definitely going to go over there. Let's
ooh, Trinity Force for APA on Corky? That's interesting.
It is just the Chem Drake, which is not the best, but you got to take the cross-map play because you lost so much prio there, losing out the kill on top side. And having
it's not bad getting dragged for Grubs.
No chance that you ever want to go fight TL on even standings right now, so go for your cross.
And you got 1 grub, so yeah, 1 grub, so you're not.
The gold still just teeter-tottering back and forth between the two teams, plus a few hundred overall over here, plus a few hundred overall over here, shaking out to be quite even. But it's APA who's the star of the show right now. 3-0-0 on the Corky. Has the Trinity Force fully completed?
Doesn't it feel so rough to try and dive Zach with his passive?
For Team Liquid to run over a fight, or if FlyQuest can get the engage and pop him early, they're going to feel great about the way things are playing out.
Well, they bullet him out. It's pretty effective. And APA is just picking up more plates. That's disgusting.
Remember, this no longer has the crit on it with that crit item.
Corky's really strong right now, right? I'm assuming he just carries the game from this point.
One-hit item now. Damage.
He's really, like, APA is a really good mid laner, too.
Like a good ball of stats early game for a champ like him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yang farming up some stacks in mid lane, too. Yeah, I mean, he's been matched up. The lane assignments here have been actually pretty nice for Team Liquid. Him versus Busio,
the way they've been moving lanes is felt really cool to watch. Because it's not like, you know, top laner going top lane every time, bot lane going bot lane every time.
Steal some experience.
Oh, wow.
He jumps all the way away. The equalizer hits him, but honestly, most of what it's going to do is just clear out the wave. It's not like that equalizer was ever going to threaten lethal on its own. Umpty just trying to interrupt the back from Whippo.
So I guess diving Zach doesn't matter at all, huh? Because that was rough. He just jumped out.
Before turret plates fall, Impact is going to reappear now with the Unleashed Teleport. Try to continue.
I think they got that plate bot, right?
APA in the meantime pushing the tier 2 up in the top lane. As it doesn't look like anybody from FlyQuest is.
Wow, they did it. Never mind. They still have 2 plates there.
And Busio are closest, but they're both dealing with the wave that's crashing into mid at the same time. So APA, he gets to shove the next wave up. Now he looks like he's going to go ahead and take his recall. There's nothing to fight for on the top.
What kind of item are they going to get?
Now, but
he's gotten so much.
Until we see that Rift Herald spawn. CoreJJ forcing out the flash from Masu back in the mid lane at the same time. You saw Team Liquid pinging on the top side of the river. That's why APA is going back. They're
2K gold advantage.
He's got his BF sword. He's got Mercury treads. Team Liquid with a 2,000 gold lead. They know they should be able to force a fight in open ground on this Rift Herald.
Yeah, CoreJJ getting some big value out of his Hex Flash here.
Almost all the gold is on Corky.
Now he's okay.
Oh, CoreJJ.
Wow. Let's see what the TP. Should be a great TP, right? Quadsman?
Tries to get away. There's your breath of light. Core
yeah, okay. There they go. They got CoreJJ.
The game for FlyQuest as they find a punish on a slightly misaligned dredge line.
Yeah, nice one there. Masu hugs the wall, so right around that Raptor wall, and CoreJJ goes right into it.
Oh, with the flash?
With
oh, Whippo's so dead.
Whippo, the rumble
wait, that's amazing. Oh, I thought he was super dead.
Kill him. The extra little bit of magic resist from the nullifying orb would have been.
I just thought APA was going to melt him so much quicker than that. That's awesome.
Force away that enemy top laner. He does not have an unleashed TP. Team Liquid now going after the Herald.
Yeah, should be able to pick up the Herald. They didn't want to chase into the Fog of War because Kindred still has ultimate. You know, there could be so much there waiting for them, even though Whippo was extremely low on the Rumble. So they let him walk away. They'll just take the objective instead.
Gone, firing up.
I would be so annoyed if I was inspired.
Interrupts inspired. That's the most frustrating thing. When you're down so far in the recall that you feel like you should be in that grace period where it'll teleport back anyway, and you still get interrupted.
Wow, that was aggressive by Quad.
Flash out as Quad's
but they got the flash.
Him down and potentially ended up in another kill for FlyQuest.
That is one thing worth mentioning here for FlyQuest is they have a lot of turn for team fights, which is a lot of counter engage. Kindred ultimate can kind of keep them alive.
Let's see, Senna at like 15 minutes has, or 15 and a half minutes has 61 souls. Kind of disgusting. Wait, Kindred still at 1 mark?
Definitely something that Team Liquid have to be cognizant
Wow, Umti's doing a really good job of grabbing him or something.
Umti as well.
Because that's
in mind, but
15 minutes having one.
This Zach to eventually join when they want to have the true.
Yeah, he just grabbed another one of the marks.
Passive up especially will be.
Or Umti grabbed another one of the marks.
So the one thing I'm also looking at here, when we're talking about Kindred in these fights later on, Team Liquid has 2 tools in the Zach ultimate and.
But Inspired is 2 levels up.
Out of Lamb's Rest.
11 to 9.
Huge yeet buttons like a Janna ulti or anything, so it's not super easy to do.
Get him to the edge and then just kind of.
But there is still that potential for something
APA's
crazy to
level
happen
up.
because anytime you're up
And
against.
it's kind of hard to compare the set. It's like Senna and Core JJ, and then Yon with Busio.
It's like there's
they're like
a
matching.
button and then there's like a soft nudge button.
Yeah, this is the soft nudge, but it still might nudge them enough to change a fight because we know how game warping Lamb's Respite can be. It
Drag's about to be up.
Moment. We've got 6 seconds until the next Drake spawns. FlyQuest already collected that first one, but Team Liquid is still up just shy of 2,000 gold. You can see a lot
is going to be a menace.
Coming out on that Dragon Pit now.
Just keeps grabbing all those souls.
Interested in contesting for this Drake number 2.
And you can see they're keeping the split push going. APA's got his Unleashed teleport top side, so Team Liquid pushing both side lanes, getting tower damage in top and bottom here. APA does get tagged by just the edge of Whippo's ulti, but he finishes tower.
Wow.
APA is ready to fight back a little bit. Whippo got a little bit too close. APA finding a ton of damage on him.
APA! Wait, that's insane. They're dead, but wow, they got the turret and got a kill?
Soul-empowered ult has to be used just to finish him off. That was a 1v2.5, and the man still made it an even trade.
I like that. The extra half coming from the upgraded Aurelion Soul ult that had to be invested. You could tell FlyQuest didn't want to have to invest that. It is a huge, powerful
it drags
tool there
up too.
to have the upgraded ultimate for Aurelion Soul used. But
do you think Fly is just going to run down knowing that APA is not up?
The 1-for-1 there.
No,
and
Umti's
APA doing some work. He also got the tower, so
Umti's actually starting it.
Huge advantages here for TL as they collect their dragon.
And you could see just how good his understanding of the situation was.
That was really well played.
Down over the top. Whippo waited over the wall because he expected APA to valk out of the equalizer.
So I actually thought that the equalizer was going to try and wipe out the whole wave.
He understands his damage. He blows
but it looks like they opted
to
do some damage to APA.
Yeah, Senna ultimate getting invested there as well.
Yeah, without the ult, do you think APA would have gotten away?
Much pressure up to the
honestly,
top side
maybe.
of the map.
Did he get a shutdown on the Aurelion Soul, though?
Back here in the mid lane under the tier 2, Yon grabs the kill on Whippo. This Rumble
Inspired!
Inspired, forced to unleash.
That was a split-second ult.
Sure it's not a double kill going the other way. Hey,
oh,
Kobe,
what a dive.
The enemy top laner's dead. The enemy jungler is almost dead. Team Liquid has total control over the map right now. They're going to get control over this topside river area. The next time they get a big pick, it might just be massive.
Yeah, Yon as well stacking.
Like, Inspired is so far ahead of Umti and Farm, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
Spear of Sojin, and he's getting pretty close to that 225 as well.
Actually, Whippo's also really far ahead in Farm from Impact.
They definitely are going to have
That's
to rely
crazy.
on another empowered Aurelion Soul ultimate for a comeback victory in a team fight. It gets more and more difficult here for FlyQuest. They do, though, have that potential for a big turn that we mentioned. If you can nullify the
TL's up 4K gold
with a Kindred ultimate and then get your turnaround with a Soul plus
it looks like they have a really good team fight team too. I'm not sure.
Be difficult because Yon still has flash on the Smolder, and APA is kind of fed. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Infinity Edge, Trinity Force, extra cloak, 19.5 minutes.
What happened to the FlyQuest? I
know.
Oof.
I enjoy the fact that he is living his best all-chat life. APA knows who he is, and he is not ashamed to admit it. 19 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock.
I love the type in pro chat.
I must admit. Team Liquid has total control over the map right now. If they get one more good pick, if they can knock Inspired out, they can easily force a Baron fight out of FlyQuest. And you can see they're setting up for a
try this at home. Actually, I love the LCS on live patch. Try this at home right down here.
At 213 stats.
That's so cute.
Here on Smolder. So still needs a few more of those to hit the point where we have the true damage burn. But once TL is there, what is FlyQuest even going to do, man?
Oh wait, they're just starting it?
To go for some sort of steal play or some sort of surprise.
I mean, they do have a lot of damage. I could picture them trying to
and get that big pick.
Rush it down, but that is kind of 50-50 play still.
On the Ornn, So quickly,
I think they knew
approaching
Inspired was
upgrade
topside, too.
status here for the team. They do have a lot of scaling outs on the side of FlyQuest as well. So if they can somehow get some gold back in their pockets, you know, that it's definitely still a composition that is capable of winning some fights, of winning the game. They just have to be very defensive with their play and try and nullify some of the big ultimates.
Kinch's
from
still
the
at
side
1
of
mark.
Liquid. Actually, this Baron Pit is one of the more fun Baron Pits. You know, that big like runway of a Baron Pit is kind of tailor-made for the Ornn ultimates.
Yeah, the Ram just runs
Oh,
down the
that's interesting to think
go
about.
straight down the racetrack, and then you have an ASOL ultimate, hopefully for them, empowered to try and get them their big comeback. But APA and Yon are not going to stop.
You know, that's an interesting
themselves,
thought
so,
for
you
the
know, they're not gonna
Baron
wait for
pits.
you to catch back up.
I feel like it doesn't make that big of a difference on a lot of the games that I play, but
they really
at like an
this
actually
on the
high level, I'm
backside
sure it
of
really
the
does
red buff.
change
This
the
is
way
the
that
Team
you
Liquid brush
play around
in
Baron
this
by a
game,
lot.
Constantly trying to ward it, constantly using it
Changes
as
the
their
terrain,
forward operating base
makes certain champions
into the
better and certain
FlyQuest
champions
territory.
worse.
And Umpty planting the
Ooh,
mount.
that's kinda deep.
Here as well.
Okay.
Oh, double TP?
Maokai ulti's coming down. It's Quad and Masu trying to get away while Inspire tanks up here on the front line.
Oh, wait!
And Whippo both coming in as Umpty's going to be killed.
Wait, that was amazing! What a fight!
FlyQuest has already found 2. They're about to make it even more.
Wait, but the Smolder and Corki.
Are evaporating away, and now they've killed APA.
Oh, that was
FlyQuest
close.
Just murdered the whole TL squad.
FlyQuest won it.
Counter engage. That's the turn on the team fight. Busio comes up huge.
Wait, do you think Whippo and Busio are going to die to the
Baron?
Baron? No, okay. No, they have the
wall,
Senate
made
Q.
it look like a Malphite ultimate there.
Yeah, it did look like a Malphite ult. That's what I was thinking.
Quad, ASOL in the back, burning them down.
That was really well
And now
played by
they're gonna be
FlyQuest.
rewarded with the Baron flowers.
Where's my alt chat? Come on, Quad. I believe in you. Where's my alt chat?
FlyQuest with the comeback fight.
And they even have Ornn to smite it. The only dude that died was the jungler, and they still got a smite to secure the Baron.
That was
FlyQuest
so well
just
played. I can't wait to rewatch
20
this because
minutes
I
of
see the
gameplay
Core
with this
JJ
team
hooked
fight.
Inspired,
Let's
so it
take
kind
a
of
look
started
at
the
that
engage there.
initiation. Maokai ult goes out.
Yeah, so right
ASOL
there.
Singularity slows them down
Masu
too, and
ults
the
as
setup
well.
ult coming through, so you can see Yon barely got off any damage at all.
Oh,
It's the long range
beautiful by
advantage there.
Busio.
Whippo was able to layer his
The ult into the
equalizer
knockup.
over the engage from Ornn,
And then
too.
Impact
It's
just died back there to
it
Masu
was
and
the
Quad.
dream kind of counter there.
That was so
for
beautiful.
FlyQuest. I mean,
What an
completely
amazing,
nullified the
amazing
TL
fight by
engage.
FlyQuest.
TL had no range to follow up with the damage there, and immediately had to
TL
try
grabbed
and
drag
escape
here, but
to a very
it almost
small
feels like it doesn't
jungle
matter.
corridor.
It's only the
Easy
second
victory
drag
for
for them.
FlyQuest.
23 minutes into the game.
Busio with the Ornn play. He's
But
absolutely
something I
MVP
noticed that last
of
fight,
that fight.
Yon
Looking
with the
back at
Smolder
FlyQuest and their
already
performance
has
on
the
that side, I think
enough
Busio
stacks
was one
for
of
the
players who
Elder
struggled
passive.
the most in
He
terms
looked
of being able
really
to impact
painful.
the game in a meaningful
So they have to be
way.
careful
So
on
to then
the
see him
on the
come
next
out in
fight
game
from that
number
as well.
one, after kind of getting smacked around a little bit for the first 20 minutes and find that huge clutch moment, that's awesome for this young player on FlyQuest.
Certainly is, and with the Baron buff, you can take so much standing gold off the map here.
Oh, so
FlyQuest,
I saw
they're just keeping
Ornn
Whippo
upgrade,
back
I think
to
Senna's
equalize
item, but
the
I can't
wave,
tell
stop that counter
by the way
push
the
from
items
APA.
look.
He's got Baron buff himself.
You know what I
there,
mean?
so he can defend at inhibitor turrets. Meanwhile, the rest of FlyQuest getting some of that outer tower
Wow,
gold back for
gold difference was
themselves,
crazy.
pushing for 2 on top side.
Looks like TL's still.
All right, mid lane tier 2 will now be eliminated
doing
by
just
Yon.
fine,
He's
though.
got Core and Umpty both
They're
hanging around
K-
nearby.
wow,
in case
actually, they're, like,
FlyQuest
right
tries
next
to
to
pick
him.
them off. But this game that was up to about a 4,000 gold lead for TL is now a negligible gold lead for FlyQuest of 300. So we've gone back to just pure parity, pure even territory. You were talking about the infinity scaling on FlyQuest in multiple places. Busio now level 14.
I love
It's
watching
time for the ornaments to start adorning
Maokai's
the tree.
build.
It's time for FlyQuest to start getting
You know,
some of those
they always
dividends.
just build in such an
278
interesting because they're kind of
stacks on
tanks, but they
fly,
also
only
kind of want to be able to
continue
deal
climb
damage.
higher. Just about the same amount.
So they have
for
right now they have
Yon
Locket
Smolder,
and then they
now
have
we're just over 100
Demonic's
for
Embrace.
Masu's setup.
Yeah, it's like one side.
Ooh,
Hooked
the engage
over.
missed.
He's not gonna find the hook.
They have
but
the
he lands
ult?
the ulti. Masu could be in some trouble.
Masu's almost
doesn't
dead.
Quite find the kill.
Oh, wait, but
Masu
Quad with the
reinforcing
ult?
The ulti now is Ulti's gonna be burned away, and Quad goes into
Oh, you just gotta- oh. I feel like they have to be really careful of the,
And they ain't done yet. APA wants to get away, but the singularity says no way. It's a
Where's my
double
alt chat,
kill.
Quad?
Back for the
Please.
mid laner on Fly.
Please.
Tag there from Quad. He hunts him down.
Oh, he hunted him down. I thought he was
FlyQuest
actually a little bit
off
too
the map
aggressive
now.
there, but that was
Immediately
beautiful.
pushing bottom side.
I was gonna say,
look like
they have to be careful of Yon.
Like
Like, they were all kind of low with the Elder proc. They might have.
Only Yon is heading down to try and clear.
They might have struggled there a little bit.
Going to be able to deal with the Baron.
Oh, you think they're gonna dive him?
here. and 3 FlyQuest members. Actually,
just
the
a beautiful
upgrades from
cue.
Smolder are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Those upgrades here, 3
Yeah.
items plus the 294 on the stacks is able to at least clear out the wave.
Man,
Log for your
man.
timeline.
Those of y'all who
Streamer,
are
yes,
as
sir.
familiar with Quad as his
sir.
longtime fans might be, you can see here a timeline of where this dude's been.
All right,
He's been
he
playing
made it to the
from
LCS though. Gotta
DRX
respect that.
Squad over to just being a streamer.
He's
there
playing
in
well.
2023, they're being on red, and then 2024, he's made his way to FlyQuest Challengers, now into the main FlyQuest squad. I know that so many people have so much faith in this
Yeah,
dude,
5, 2,
especially
and
at
3.
FlyQuest,
He's
talking
doing well.
about how he proved himself in Academy, how he was a leader and a shot caller on that squad, despite the fact that English isn't even his first language. He's still a big communicator. He's still a big shot caller. And now, getting to see him here in this game, a rocky start with the solo kill and everything, but then showing up later, 5, 2, and 3 now, 500 gold.
Yeah, and not just that, the fact he did start
especially
really
because
far
one of the
behind
main
has been able to
things
make this a
people
great
were
game.
A little bit worried about, and we're looking at with adding Quad was, you know, that possible nerve issue coming back from LCK, but even with the extra pressure that you mentioned and going down and losing some kills and this being his first LCS
an
game
ult
on the LCS stage here for Quad.
Interesting.
Came up big when they needed it the most here with the Aurelion Soul. And
I
now
wonder
he's
what
level
was the
16.
thought there that they might be able to get a good
Scaling
engage, or
up
was it
to
just to try and
infinity,
like
as we say.
push
Him,
Quad back a
plus
little
the
bit?
Senna, plus the Kindred, plus all the
Yeah, I
Ornn
wish-
ultimates or Ornn upgrades here.
You have to
items.
assume it's not a mistake. I never assumed that the pros
good
made
for
the mistake
FlyQuest.
there.
So even beyond
I'm assuming I'm not
the
understanding
that
something.
FlyQuest have been able to recapture in this game.
Yeah.
They are well set up for these team fights. It's just the
Oh
range
wait,
is
okay,
just
Kindred has 3
really
marks
hard to
now.
deal with.
Last couple
On the
times I
side
checked
here,
it is at
John
1. They need one more for their passive to actually help them give
I don't know if that's going to be enough.
give some more
because there's
attack
just
range.
So much more on the side of FlyQuest.
Yeah, and remember that Smolder is actually one of the champions that is pretty unhappy about the changes to Essence Reaver no longer being a Sheen item because of the way that the Q counted as an auto attack. Just having that extra Sheen proc gave you more bang for your buck every time you got one of those Qs. But now, I mean, yeah, you still get the mana restore, you're still getting your attack damage, you're still getting your crit, but no Sheen.
So FlyQuest is actually up
Doesn't feel the
2k
best.
gold
We'll
now.
see how much damage Young can do to
And they
carry
scale
these
really
fights.
well with Senna Asol.
25 stacks, the burn is going to get pretty extreme. But on the other side,
I mean,
Quad's also
Smolder
got that
scales really well
infinity
now,
scaling,
but
man.
he's
Yeah,
he's got to hit
TO
his
need to
max
leverage
of
their
scaling,
extra
right?
Deep vision here. Look for some picks. They have plenty of things to get.
Like he
picked
gets a
with.
little bit stronger
Malachi,
with
Zach,
more stacks,
Nautilus,
but not
all
at the
very,
level
very
of
good here at setting up
previous
kills
ones.
for either APA or Yon.
I
And
think.
so the extra territory that they have controlled with this deeper vision, you see all the blue wards through both sides of FlyQuest jungle.
Yep.
If Team Liquid can leverage that, they could retake control of this game. But otherwise, as long as FlyQuest play together and they don't give one of these openings, you know, as long as Busio is here to protect,
But Drag's up in
and
10
they should be able
seconds
to
and Baron's
move
up
on
right now.
down towards the objective setup. Dragon and Baron coming up at the same time. This Dragon
So they
is
could,
not
like,
extremely high value.
Try and trade them.
As it would only be number 3 for TL and only 2 for FlyQuest, so
It's probably gonna happen
not
anyway.
heavily into it and leaning way
Somebody's gonna
more
lose a
towards
fight. The
Baron
winner's
after
gonna
that.
go for Baron,
I
and the
also
loser's
think
gonna
that
try and grab
Inspired
Drag.
has a lot of opportunity to contribute a ton of damage. in
Busio's
these
so
upcoming
tanky,
fights.
bro.
When you look at the itemization on the enemy
Look at this
team,
Ornn.
right? Maokai and Nautilus
He's got
aren't
Warmogs
really
and
far enough to
Jak'Shos?
be
Jak'Shos?
economically super durable, and Zach has spent most of his
Oh,
money on
but that
magic
Elder
resistance.
proc hurts
This
so
three-item Kindred
bad.
with Infinity Edge could seriously do some damage.
Busio, they're taking a decent amount of poke. I mean, you have to respect the poke from
Okay,
Corki.
so that
and
one went to
Smolder here
quad.
Get later into the game. And he's sort of little chips. Yeah, you there? As you can see, FlyQuest.
It kinda feels
really
bad to have
nervous.
to use the
More
Senna
poke damage
ult
done,
to get
plus
vision
no
there.
Senna ultimate now.
Yeah.
TL might see that as the go button.
But they don't have an angle here just yet.
Push the wave first. Get control of mid wave, and then try and leak over.
You know, Bwipo still has ult though.
FlyQuest
Busio still has
you
ult
allow you
though.
throw out little bits of poke. The
Yeah,
heals
so they
from
are
Senna
gonna
though
go to
quite
Baron.
nice here.
They do melt it
Go
pretty
back
quickly
up.
with
Well,
Corki.
critically, Whippo also hitting level 16 there.
Oh
so they
wait,
have the
Inspired was
final
able to grab
power
the drag. I didn't even
equalizer
see him
ready to
doing
go.
that.
Ornhorn summoned up. They're gonna find the long range on APA, but Impact's the only one with
Oh,
the
wait,
impacts
they're
for
focusing
follow-up
Inspired?
damage. Equalizer to zone off the rest of
What
Team
a great
Liquid.
ult by
As the
Quad.
skies descend, and the Zac blobs are gonna get cooked. They try to keep going.
Oh, they gotta
As
be
Oki
careful
and
of
APA
Yon,
are
but- oh, wait, are they gonna grab
alive.
Umti?
Masu looking to lock down the
Wait, that bomb from
helicopter,
Corki was
but APA
menacing.
flies away. Masu's still burning, but he ain't gonna burn up just yet. Umti with the little
Whoa.
sapling over the wall. Busio
That might have
takes it
killed
to guarantee
Masu.
that it won't finish Masu. Inspired stepping into another one of those traps set by
Oh,
the
Core JJ
enemy
goes in at full health with Yon. Oh, they're just gonna clean him up.
Yon gets the kill on
They just
Masu
clean him
with
up, right?
execution. Whippo trying to stand and fight him. Yon's already got a double, making a triple.
Did Inspired not
Team
ult?
Liquid just ran him over.
Oh, and again, game of scaling, Smolder's king. You see that explosion?
Wait, that was so crazy. Super good engage by Core JJ. At full health, they were. It was no way for them to kill him.
And he upgrades to a Lord Dominix off of that too. 4 items.
I'm guessing Inspired didn't have ult
right now. They're still sitting at Baron, threatening the Baron with just Core JJ and APA.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get this though. It's late enough into the game.
Here. He's got his Leandry's burn. He can help burn this thing down and grab the Baron back for TL. Flowers, we have been.
So the game's not over, but that's rough.
Very first summer LCS game.
And remember, once this one's done, we're getting at least one more of these. This is best of 3.
I'm liking the best of 3s. Okay, so let's watch this again.
Best of 3, man. This was fun. Umtia's looking around for a cheeky little.
So I think that's actually crazy good. I would have never thought to do that.
Soak that one up, but they kill this.
All right, so Core JJ is full health. So that's super good.
Like half a second since they killed that control ward, and then
oh yeah, the smolder just hurts so bad.
Bucio onto Masu gets the kill.
Ah yeah. So they end up getting Yon, but just dealt so much damage on those Qs.
Clean up there, and now Baron on the side of TL, but Impact again is.
That's unfortunate. I really thought Inspired flashed in there to ult.
He's trying to get out with a teleport before they can interrupt him.
No!
Bucio banged his head on the wall too soon.
Wait, that's so heartbreaking. Oh, I think they just lost the game right there.
Flowers, your base is now wide open.
That's so rough.
Just whiffed everything.
Yeah, they even used the Aurelion Soul ult.
Not ideal for the FlyQuest.
Not ideal at all.
Impact escapes with an absolutely
I don't even know if them getting that would have mattered, because they would have taken so long to kill the Zac. They probably would have lost mid inhib anyway.
And Bucio and Whippo are both poked to about half HP. Masu's
dead. It looks like TL's just gonna end here. APA and Yon just do so much damage. Such a tanky Nautilus with Zac.
Red turret destroyed. Yes, sir. Now that second inhibitor.
You know, FlyQuest really had a chance there.
Liquid just got 2 tier 3s and the inhibitors behind him for that attempt on Impact in the bottom lane.
I know Impact doesn't type a lot, but he'll throw in a question mark or something every once in a while.
Oh, that's worth at least 2 question marks, one for each inhibitor.
Yeah, at least 2 question marks.
I at least need to see the cam and see if he was laughing after that one. Because that's huge. 2 inhibitors now, so much extra pressure for.
All right, so let's see.
With the Hex Gates, they just want to get right back out. They still have a minute of Baron buff to try and push with. Inspired, hoping for a comeback play. Double TP.
Oh, double TP. Wait, triple TP? Triple TP for Impact.
They sent so many guys earlier and they couldn't get it. Now they're going to try to send the whole team.
Oh, okay, so they didn't get him. Wow, that was aggressive.
The kill completes successfully. FlyQuest through the whole kitchen sink.
That is crazy.
If at first you don't succeed,
try again.
You know, honestly, I'd feel honored if I was Impact.
They're like, all right, we're not gonna.
You know, can you even be upset? They send like everyone down there. I feel like you just got to be like, yeah. You know, I deserve that.
Stop one of the backs though.
Oh, Bubba's dead.
Might end up being an even trade after all, Mr. Kobe. Umpty and Core JJ are here for the lockdown, and APA is going to provide
Bubba's super dead.
to complete the kill.
Wow.
Going to waste as much of their time as he can, but he won't do a whole lot more than that. One more.
Actually, he dealt quite some damage on Umpty there.
Trade at the end of the day, but Impact's going to be alive here in 10
That's interesting. I wonder why Bubba stayed. I wasn't watching down there.
True, I've been told all along. Flowers, top laners are just food. They're just another camp.
Yep, they're
just
on
another
their own
camp.
island until somebody else's battleship arrives and decides that's their island now. Both teams send the Navy down towards these isolated top laners.
Wow. Interesting that all FlyQuest went top for some reason.
Advantage for the next 30 seconds. They're pushing down the last
They're
remaining.
going to lose this turret.
Yeah.
FlyQuest. This tower is gone for sure. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Horn sounds off.
Okay. Wait, he got melted. Where'd APA go?
As Team Liquid overplays their hand, and FlyQuest is ready to put.
Wait, I hope they show me that again. He got melted with the Senna ult and the Ort ult and the another ult from the quad.
Quickly for FlyQuest, and honestly, the home guard right out of the fountain got them in range. Bucio's getting a little low here, but you really do have to respect his range on FlyQuest.
So I'm guessing he's just gonna start healing up.
Incredibly long, and then the Ace-ul
Yeah, look at that. Look at that healing.
Closing in.
Here comes Mom. Yon has to try to get away from
Inspired's dead. Wait.
He runs
Yes, he has the ult that time.
They need a little bit more damage to finish
oh, great by Impact.
Still chasing. A little bit more, but
look at it. Oh, look at Inspired. He's so low. Okay, they get Bucio. Oh, Yon got him.
He finds another with a double kill back over to the Smolder. Quad should burn him off.
Wow.
Down over to Quad. 2 dead on FlyQuest.
That's crazy. And APA's still dead.
What is this madness?
Are they not just...
The LCS is back, baby.
We're back.
Oh,
we're back.
And LG still gets dragged.
And Team Liquid, they're gonna pick
Oh,
up
Quad just completed Rabadons. Okay.
Go to Soul Point.
The Cap of Death. We ride.
Action packed. #1.
Oh, I will lie. I really thought that TL was just going to end this game,
36
but
minutes for sure. Let's go 40
this is getting
hours, I'd
close
say.
again. This is
I don't think
amazing.
there's any way we finish this game before 40.
Let's go. We're rocking. Let's take a look at the chase here, though.
So, Inspired split-second ult again. He has quick fingers for that. And I cannot believe he survived Impact here.
How low he survives versus Impact. Impact just needed like 5 more damage.
And it makes Yon have to flash in here.
Is able to explode
Which is,
Busio,
yeah,
and
so Yon is
because they
immediately
had
dead
finished off
afterwards,
Inspired
too.
before, Yon flashes in to try and get that finish off.
Wow, that changed the whole fight. If Impact would have been able to kill Inspired there, totally different fight.
Alive, these small margins making this game incredibly exciting.
Dude, I am loving this game #1. 36 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. It's 29 kills. We're only a little bit off from a kill per minute in a pro game. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, honestly, I was not prepared for this one. Let's go.
This is what I'm
What a
talking
banger.
about.
So
this
true.
Is what it's all about right
Sir
here.
Bunnies
This
is
some
absolutely
League of
correct.
Legends. And FlyQuest currently has just the smallest of leads, but considering it's an extra one of the Hextech.
All right, Busio's engaging here. On a Yon with a knockup? Wait, and he's gone. Oh!
Busio with another clutch play.
Busio needs to be on Ornn more. He has been smacking these.
But if you remember,
Oh wait, Impact's getting their inhib though.
Yon could not flap all the way through that wall, and he actually flashed to make sure he could get to the other side. It's the exact same spot that happened.
Ooh, okay, so they didn't get the inhib. They just got the turret.
He goes down as Busio tags him.
Oh, interesting. Because Yon's dead? They're thinking they can just melt this? Oh, they get it. They just grab it.
The third Baron of the game taken. FlyQuest here. They've got upgraded.
I don't know if that's
Aurelion Soul
considered
Ultimate ready to fire off as well.
just a that like under their noses and everything. They knew they were on it. They just couldn't do anything about it.
Generally, when either one of these champions hits 500 stacks, you assume he's going to win. Well, what happens when the
Both of them
unending
have
stacking
500.
dragon meets the other unending stacking dragon?
Well, maybe it's the one that has the stacking Senna on their team also. They've an extra tool to the scaling fight. That is no fair. Masu
So,
here
Ornn
at
just upgraded everyone, right?
167. The range
At level
gets to be
17,
such an issue.
does
It's
13
already
level
an
up
issue,
himself and
with
14,
the console
56?
with
I think
Senna
so, right?
Continually increasing here, and it's a full build Senna. We consider
Yeah.
the support item a full item, basically, because Bloodsong, even after all the nerfs, is still so good. So, so that Senna should also not be disrespected in these.
So let's see. It
fights.
really matters about who has a
We
good
have
engage
so
here, right?
many full build champions
Like if you can
in this
just
game. APA
like
is
absolutely
full
kill
build,
Quad
Yon
or
is full
something like
build.
that, you win. But if
JJ and Yon trying to disengage here.
Ooh.
Oh,
FlyQuest is 2-4. FlyQuest. Yo, you're 2-4. I think TL's gonna punish you really. Oh yeah. Let's see if they can do more.
For APA means Team Liquid is on the march. FlyQuest disengaging. They don't want anything else to do with this.
And
Yeah,
it's
that was
JJ,
just a little bit too deep on
Liquid
FlyQuest's part.
Team captain hits the hook onto Pwippo, punishes that Rumble for the aggressive stance. So
are they gonna be able to
far
stop
up at
him
the
here?
tower, had flash,
I mean,
Pwippo goes
APA's not
down,
there,
and
so
Team Liquid,
it's a 4v4.
once again, they're marching towards the FlyQuest gates. Look at the mini-map, though. You don't have APA.
Wow.
Still walking.
Yon just deals so much damage. They have to kill him again first. If they can get another pick on him, that might be different. Impact just grabs top in him.
Respawn, so FlyQuest will have to pull some magic out here.
Well, Impact is already going to take out the first inhibitor up here in the top lane.
Oh, doesn't quite get the
Inspire
inhib.
can absolutely shred him. Impact is really
15
just
seconds.
not tanky against physical damage. Two of these inhibitors
Wow,
are very
Impact went
close to
back.
death.
Impact's just dead now,
Firing
right?
off the ulti.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Inspire just killed Impact. He's not respecting the Kindred.
The Kindred with Kraken and 3 other fully built items. That's crazy.
Chase down. Quad's got the upgraded ultimate. He was thinking about a
Ooh.
Hexgate chase. The rest of the team was a little
Wait,
bit far
Whipple's top
behind.
now. Whipple's pushing in top.
Already teleported up into the top lane at the same time. The rest of FlyQuest
That was a
is
really
trying to get
big
Team
Aurelion
Liquid
Soul
here.
ult.
They're using their man advantage to apply pressure on the other side of the map.
Drags up in
APA
45
is gonna
seconds.
TP back into the base just to make sure that Whippo does get answered by someone, somewhere, somehow, some way. but Team Liquid, they goofed in the enemy base.
It's true. We have
So they know that Inspired's there.
Both top laners are just the extra camp for the other team.
Yes.
Oh wait, Kindred has more than 4 stacks now. I don't know when he got it, but he has more than 4 stacks, so he was able to proc his additional attack range passive.
Forging some extra camps. Inspired here, also lying in wait. Couple of traps here set from FlyQuest.
By the way, I'll have you know I was right. We're over 40 minutes into the game now.
It is a 40-minute game.
Oh,
APA flash? Oh, Bwibbo's dead. Wait, that's so rough. Impact TP'd in too? Okay, they got Core JJ. Oh, TL just ends it here. Oh, beautifully played by Yon.
They were looking for, they got themselves a 3-for-1.
And they've got to go for the base here.
Yeah, Busio
sticking around Dragon,
ulted and everything, and it looked beautiful, but good flash by APA, kept him alive long enough. He's able to kill the Whippo.
Nope, Yon stopping.
Yep, all you gotta do is stop
Oh,
these guys
Quad's
from getting
dead.
back to the base. APA can destroy both of the turrets. Yon
That is
kills
a
the
GG.
enemy Aurelion Soul.
I think it was
There
GG
is
even
no
if they didn't kill the
time
Aurelion Soul.
for Masu to be able to defend this. Surely not. He'll try to take up a defensive position.
Oh, that was
And
rough that
APA
the root hit
finish
the
him off.
minion.
Stretching strikes. And that's the
It was
ace
such a good
for Team
game.
Liquid.
19 to
That's
19.
the game for Team
You know,
Liquid.
FlyQuest really had a
But
shot there.
ladies and gentlemen, may I remind you, we got more on the way. Team
Wow.
Liquid takes game 1.
That was game 1, bro.
You like that? You like that? You got a little taste? Well, we've got more coming up for you right after
That's
this.
crazy.
A best of 3 here. First game and scaling to the moon.
Okay, so what do we want to see different here in this game from FlyQuest if they want to tie this series up? Again, it looks like we might see that same top jungle combination for lots of CC, lots of engaged potential. So Zach and
All right,
Skarner are
drastically different bans here.
Yeah, we're getting pretty similar.
So they let Skarner
setups
through.
here from both sides. Obviously, the big adjustment is
It looks like Masu and Busio. I'm actually so glad Busio's
And
back
the
on Ornn.
trade
He had such a
now.
good Ornn game,
Because of that,
but they gave
Hell
over the
yeah, that's a good
Ashe.
sign. I like that
and
sign.
Tristana. Wow.
Badass sign. All right, so we got Corki. Corki versus Trist. You're talking about the premier AD mid laners.
Van
So there you
Mord
go, you got
here? That's
both.
super interesting.
Final pick here.
I don't know if I've
for
seen
FlyQuest.
Mord in a pro game.
What are we gonna see? I saw some people, I was checking the threads, checking posts in between the games. People were pretty critical of Inspired's Mark farming in the previous game on the Kindred, not exactly hitting crazy threats on that. But it's
Oh, I'm gonna love
Karthus
seeing the
locked in for
Karthus.
Fly.
What a scaling comp right here. I'm really excited to see Skarner as well.
street single.
All right.
Ooh, we
Ash
got
Callista.
Ash in the bottom lane.
Double
for
Hail
Team
Blaze,
Liquid.
maybe?
Lots of threat on these two. Do you think we might end up seeing a lane swap?
Triple ADC.
I mean,
with 2
we
tanks.
very much
That's
could.
disgusting.
I personally hope that we don't. But
However,
yeah,
the Karthus
we
is
get
also going to
good.
melt half their
We have
team.
Callista Ashe, it's
This will be
obviously
interesting.
Brutal super early on, so we will keep track of both teams looking at the level 1's issue. Now
All
we're
right,
gonna
let's
see everybody come
see.
on up, though. Look at this bottom side of the mini map. Team Liquid are going to head up the river for a little bit of a party.
Oh,
And
APA just
APA
walks
and
up.
JJ are going to be the ones to face check the brush.
got better
APA
ARAM?
losing the most health. Now FlyQuest is going to find themselves in a pincer attack from Team Liquid, but
Ooh.
TL still got to be worried about these health bars. APA down to 300. Core JJ at about
Wow.
200. The Ashe still trying to get out. A
Oh.
little bit more poke comes through.
FlyQuest
The
almost
heel
got some
force,
kills
Team
there.
Liquid critically low on health. Have to keep running. Whippo and Inspired still going to chase these guys
You
down.
think they're gonna be able to
Remember,
back?
Whippo does have that Q. He can keep throwing those rocks.
Because they have to,
Does
right?
not have an incredibly long range, but can still contribute a little bit of extra damage.
Oh, I thought
Nothing
Masu was going to be able to
FlyQuest
stop the back
in the
for
early
Ashe.
scrap.
Inspired got a Dark Harvest stack off of Core JJ as well.
And Dark
Plus, they
Harvest?
got the flash. Plus, they get the
Oh, yeah,
invasion
Karthus
here
Dark Harvest. I
from
love
Karthus.
this.
So this is a very good ARAM start for FlyQuest to be able to get this Karthus farming. Now Umpty.
Okay, so now I'll be able to see Quad
dangerous.
on
He's gonna
Corki as
walk
well.
Over, to the other side, so he's going to be able to start off.
And I'll be able to
back
see
a little bit
Inspired
later,
on,
a little bit
Karthus.
less healthy. And
This'll be
they
fun.
Get a little bit of a lane swap
Ooh,
here
poor
for
Impact.
themselves as well, so they can
Poor
try to
top laner.
avoid that brutal double
Busio's been able to get
blades,
some
double
farm
marksman
pretty safely
that
because
we just
Ashe and
talked
Callista had to
about
back
the ends
after
of
the
earth every single
level
day,
1.
basically at MSI.
Yeah.
And FlyQuest at least will be able to avoid
I think
that.
Maokai's
But
gonna
once
try
again,
and
the changes on this patch, 75%
go down
now
and
the damage reduction on top
power
side
dive?
turrets in the early 5 minutes of the game. Plus your first turret
Wow.
has been doubled from 150 up to 300.
Oh, wow,
So
Busio.
if
I'm so sorry.
the double hail of blades.
That looked rough just to watch.
Can get all the way through the turret, then you get a bigger reward for your opponents trying to do that lane swap.
And it's not a complete lane swap coming out of the side of FlyQuest, just Masu moving up to top.
Ooh, do you think Inspired saw that?
Yeah, it's just going to be Inspired trying to guarantee that he takes it, and
Inspired does grab it.
Umpty not fast enough on the Bramble smash. Inspired going to feel great about that. When you were talking,
yeah, that kind of feels like a waste for Umpty.
He's already up.
He's down. He's double down in farm at this point, and he's not going to be able to come down and kill Busio either.
Completely warped this game. Starting out with everybody mid.
Busio's just dead? Oh, yeah, okay, no, he's leaving.
Allowed Busio a lot of extra experience. Meanwhile, on the other side, in fact, also gonna
wait, Skarner's looking so strong. He's a level up.
Skarner charges him into the wall.
And it's so dangerous to be next to the wall against new Skarner. You have to think about it in the same way as if you were playing against Poppy or Graves. Any champion that takes advantage of a wall bang like that,
I like how he put Graves in there.
Into the wall with E, and it's so dangerous, man. The burst.
I mean, I guess with the Q and everything, but I don't know. I don't feel like. I personally am not scared of the Q from Graves compared to the E from Skarner or Poppy. Like, look at that. Oh, that's so rough. Rippo's just absolutely stomping on Impact. Impact's still level 1.
Goes back up to top side Scuttle Crab here and continues
his
first round clearing to meet up with Umpty towards his top side, where the top
did it again.
side has been brutal with Whippo.
Impact can barely get into EXP range.
Into the wall. Now is going to have Inspired.
You think they're going to dive with Inspired?
These Krugs. So Karthus farming is going to be ahead 3 camps as Umpty tries to finish up.
FlyQuest is really kind of taking over this early game, it feels like. With the exception of bot lane.
Whippo is playing this so aggressively against Impact. He knows he's level 3 against level 1, and the Zac cannot do anything to him. But now back in the bottom lane, Yon and
good route.
To try to use the power of this double marksman, double Halo Blades lane.
And Impact's dead.
He might have flashed over, but there's still too much trouble here for Impact.
Wow, first one going over to Karthus.
And Whippo served it up on a silver platter.
We have finally answered the question, how many times do you have to slam Zac into the wall before you can actually kill him? And it was 5.
5?
On screen.
The best number ever, 5?
Plus a Karthus, and then you can finally kill the Zac.
Nicely done.
Impact did survive a long time there.
Flash for flash up there.
That was really good.
Laners. If you go even on summoner spells and you still accomplish your goal, you're feeling pretty good. So FlyQuest, going to enjoy that one. Meanwhile, talking about flashes.
Flash from Yon?
Forced back underneath the turret.
No.
You mentioned how early on
that
bit of a lane swap technique was used to try to avoid the pressure, the power of this double marksman. But now it's the FlyQuest bot lane who are unfortunately staring down the very same barrel.
And honestly, if they can just keep this pressure up, keep getting
Inspired has so much farm right now.
And closer to a first turret bonus gold cash in, that is the dream. But
he's almost got top farm as a jungle.
Be an issue here. Remember, he
beautiful play by Yon.
Dark Harvest stack, so I assume. Let me see if he got one off of the Zac as well.
Kind of cool that Masu was able to go pick up that soul from the Krug.
Now as well as the extra kill gold. So you see just Sork shoes
upgrade
rush here first for Inspired.
Nice little route.
Allows the Karthus with the extra move speed to cruise.
Oh, do you think Whippo's going to get caught out here?
Very high impact level 1, but now Whippo.
He's trying to get away. Notice how they're standing in between him and the wall, so he can't try to tunnel through it. Whippo's trying to get out, but Team Liquid's got the
Alright, so Whippo does get punished there.
One with him, but it ain't gonna happen. APA gets paid.
Oh, wow. APA got the gold? That's rough for FlyQuest.
That we have become accustomed to in this
series. Think APA is just gonna be able to carry this game again?
Going down, Masu with a lot of spears in him.
APA played so well last game.
Ready to try to turn the tides here in the bot lane 2v2. But Yon and Core.
Oh, Busio's dead. Wait.
Needed one more shot on either enemy player, but he ain't gonna find it. Inspired instead.
And Core's just dead.
Back on Core. Quad will arrive to guarantee that Yon ain't getting out of this one.
I'm really surprised. I thought Yon was going to kill Masu or Busio.
Yon doesn't have any way out. He's going home in a body bag, and nobody's going
Wow, and Inspired is 3-0.
Well, Flowers.
Karthus is up like 1,000 gold.
Like, FlyQuest want to make the most out of this best of 3 and not go home with a 0-2 start to the LCS. This is a
That's actually a little surprising. I feel like CoreJJ and Yone were just playing masterfully. That was so well done. I wish I kind of watched what happened right before that gank. Maybe they were just a little bit too deep, a little bit too aggressive. Because they were doing so good.
Kind of the only early spot for TL that is supposed to
Inspire's about to be huge.
Supposed to have a lot of pressure.
You know, on Karthus. He's 6 now too.
Early part of your composition with this huge Karthus. And that's going to
continue. So ABA is now top with Skarner.
Their composition has 3 marks.
And Impact went mid for, you know, to match quad.
He's 3-0. He's already really far ahead. Yeah. Karthus does this again, gets up to 5 or 6 kills. He presses R. All those marksmen lose half health before the fight even begins.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the Sword Shoes Rush, with the magic penetration, all these marks.
Oh, and he went Dark Seal too.
With one ultimate, and if they take any damage from anywhere else.
Oh, quad's fine. Good job.
So,
Corgi does seem really good. Like, not when I play him, but when I watch other people play him correctly, he looks really good. Oh, and Busio's just getting bullied again. Poor Busio. Stuck down here with the double Halo Blades bot lane.
Yeah, mid lane feels a lot more handshaky this game. Last time around, they were both just trying to knock each other out the entire
another
time.
plate here too.
This time around, all right, cool, we'll farm it. No big deal.
Not even 9 minutes, and they took down 4 plates bot lane.
Marksman champions in mid lane, but now up here in top side, it's Whippo and Masu working together to get
they gotta play top as well.
Whippo is level 7, Impact is level 4.
Look at this. LCS on live patch. Try this at home. I would say try the Karthus side of it.
You want to be Skarner. You don't want to be Zach right now.
That's fair.
In some trouble. He gets slammed back into the wall.
Oh, his Impact is dead. Yeah. Wow, poor Impact.
And
Whippo dies again, though.
APA and Umpty make it an even
I think that's okay, though, because they gave Karthus over another kill. Wow, 9 minute? Bot lane got turret? Yeah, Yone and... They're just kind of letting Yone and CoreJJ do whatever they want. Are they just that strong? They just can't match them? Or are they saying that it's not going to matter late game? I don't know if that could even be right.
Let's see what else they can get back here. At least APA going to get some too up on the top side. Oh my goodness. Flowers, this Karthus is just going to be the story.
This Karthus is huge.
Cleanly finished the clear up to another wave that's been pushed up to the tower and had collected another
Let's see, what's he going to get on this back?
Off the second stack.
Ooh!
5 Dark Harvest stacks now. After the ultimate.
Oh, I'm excited to see what this Karthus is going to do late game.
His bounty 4-0-0. This man is absolutely rich in this game. For the Maokai, it feels pretty bad. This dude is outpacing you. He's outganking you. He is outplaying you so far.
Yeah, this is what jungle feels like sometimes. Like, Maokai's not even playing bad. It's just Karthus is playing really good.
At least you can also build the Faded Ashes, so both of them have the
Faded Ashes is such a strong item.
I also get the OP item.
Yeah.
Just that the Karthus also has like 5 other very strong.
Yeah, Karthus is so far ahead here.
But we don't worry about that.
Umpty is focused on the objectives here. Collect the dragon for Team Liquid. Again, this game is not out of your reach. Yeah, it's really annoying to deal with a fed Karthus, but it is not the end of the world. We saw how close the last game went and how long the last game went. Yep. It's just that the comps there, they have a little bit less of the possible scaling options. When you invest in a Kalista Ashe lane, it is not exactly supposed to start out.
Whippo gonna go bully Impact again.
All right, Whippo arming his rock, but does not want to commit to E. Remember that your rock timer pauses while you're in your Ishtal Impact charge, so you can easily grab the rock, go for your charge, no matter what the timer feels like. You'll still be able to start getting those smell what the rock is cooking auto attacks.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Stuck back underneath the turret, just sort of flashing those emotes, trying to dare him in a little bit.
Well, he's made a good use of the E so far this
To be fair, APA is still ahead of quad.
Receiving end so many times. Meanwhile,
APA has just been playing so well every game.
Doing the intelligent thing here, rotating their duo lane up into the mid lane so they can try and make use of the power duo while they still can. Infiltrating enemy jungle, getting the deep jungle vision. You want to keep track of that Karthus farming. Maybe you can interrupt it on one of the rotations there. Try and make your incision into the jungle, put a stop to it, at least put him under some pressure.
APA recognizing, okay, don't want to deal with this Karthus. 4-0-0.
I also do not want to deal with this Karthus.
Team Liquid taking control over the top side river right now. Remember that they didn't
teleport.
get any of that
Teleport
first set
deep
of grubs.
Wow, Yona's just getting more and more plates, though.
Busio, ready for that, but it ain't gonna work. He gets stunned up, so he can't
Oh,
use the
Busio
second
got
half of the
stunned
ult.
on the ult.
Yawn just barely doesn't get
Oh,
grabbed by
Inspired.
Skarner. E
Super
now trying
dead.
to get away. Meanwhile, the Requiem coming down. APA's in some danger, flashing away, trying to keep the
Requiem did do
disengage
quite a bit of
angle
damage.
on. He's stuck in the pit.
Oh, actually, I was like, oh wait, is APA gonna get away here?
The dude taking the money. Now back in the mid lane.
Great engage by the Impact.
Goes to the ulti, and he finds one.
Wait, Yona, such a good ult on Core JJ, kept him alive.
Anyway, FlyQuest got themselves a 6-3 game.
Unfortunately, Yon wasn't quite able to get out of that.
Skarner ultimate trumps the Kalista.
That's kind of heartbreaking. I thought that was a really good engage by Impact.
Right back in. They get the extra kill. And with APA, I want to click on him to try and see what the cooldown on the rocket jump was there, because he invested the flash to avoid the damage and get deeper into the pit, but then had no way of getting outside of the pit. So maybe in replay we can see on the W cooldown, or see if he can get an E resets to try and get an explosion.
Great ult by the Ashe.
But let's take a look here, because it started out with the Skarner engage onto Yawn, onto the Kalista, which got pretty low, but then our attention towards the APA side. He flashed away from the Busio charge, but yeah, I guess we don't have the information on
That was actually so well played by
Bwippo,
Bwippo, getting right onto the Kalista.
So then flash plus a kill on the Tristan is even better, and then Bwippo is able to answer here. Boom! Gets off the Skarner ultimate.
I didn't notice it. It was the Skarner ult. That's why that looked so weird when I first watched it. I was like, oh, I really thought Yon was going to get away. No, Bwippo, that was a great ult.
Starts charging that animation, you are not interrupting his ultimate. I think it's one thing that some players don't fully respect and recognize yet is that is inevitable, right? It is Thanos.
That is
Skarner.
inevitable.
He is going to snap anybody that's in range of that thing. So right now, Bwippo, he has that.
That's so
Winter's
satisfying to
approach
watch from
building towards
Kalista.
Simple Winter. This is kind of the core item for top lane Skarner that you usually see, and it's very, very powerful on him.
Yep, certainly.
Oh, really?
So much sustained
Winter's approach.
there with the constant shield, easily able to proc it on the Skarner. Meanwhile, Team Liquid, even though it looked pretty rough there, they lost the flash and the kill onto APA. They also lost their kill onto Yawn. They can kind of say that before the replay started, it was nice that they got their kill on Karthus and cut down on the Dark Seal stacks at least a little bit, but that doesn't really slow Karthus down that much.
Oh, here we go. The Ornhorn summoned up, throwing Yawn up into the air. And
Yawn died again. Oh, no.
To knock him down. FlyQuest. They find their pick. It's going to translate into a tier 1
Man,
turret
poor
taking the
Yawn.
mid lane at the same time. Inspired
He was
is
playing
stealing away
so
the whole
good
enemy
early
jungle.
game.
The Karthus is up 40 far.
Yeah, that just continues. That's why I say if you get any sort of lead on this, then you just turbo farm both sides. And you see there,
wow.
jungling,
Okay.
and then came over for
Great job by
Predator,
Impact.
soaked 2 turret shots in order to force Core JJ
Love to see
into
that.
the worst position. So then Core JJ had to end up flashing and loses another summoner spell on the side of Team Liquid. Flowers, after our banger opener to this series, this one a lot more muted, because both teams know there is just this giant dread hanging over the side of TO where they're like, oh my, this Karthus is level 11 already, by the way.
Yeah, Karthus is just an issue.
Level 2 ultimate is going to be coming in.
The worst part about Karthus, it's not like you can just kill him and it just gets rid of the issue. You kill him and he still has time to ult.
He has his Leandries on top of the Sork shoes that you were already talking about, so the extra burn.
Just
on top
3
of the
Dark Seal stacks.
Going to hit you. This guy hits like a truck.
Wow, they're starting to drag. Oh, they're melting it. Oh, they're melting this with the Kalista and Tristana.
They maybe want to try to find a punish, but the
Oh,
Maokai ulti is already
cleansed by
set up
Masu?
for Team Liquid to fire back. Busio here soaking damage on the front line, but now Bwippo is joined up with the rest of FlyQuest. Team Liquid, they don't want the honest 5v5.
That was a really
They're
good
gonna
pull
back
from
away,
Impact.
but the Drake is their prize.
As a smart lesson from Team Liquid to FlyQuest of the importance of those small timings of pushing waves, the reason they were confident in burning the dragon, Bwippo was under tower on the wave that Team Liquid had previously pushed on bot side of the map. So then with that kind of like pseudo vision, extra pressure of the wave, they burn down dragon, they even give a bit of extra damage and Maokai ultimate here in order to burn the cleanse and force the rest of FlyQuest away. Then, as the Skarner's coming over, they respect the extra
they're gonna get the mid here.
And TL, despite being at the deficit, were able to maneuver themselves into...
Oh wait, I guess not.
Dropping Herald in mid here is not going to get it. Core JJ's got nothing.
Wait! Oh, okay, Core JJ ulted. Wait, doesn't matter. Look at Bwippo!
And he's going to be left behind now. He even uses the barrier. Core!
Oh!
Why are we using the barrier there, buddy? He is dead. to right.
I'm actually so glad this Yon was able to survive one of these engages. Poor Yon has just been bullied all game after laning phase. Because he was doing the bullying in laning phase. Oh, how the tables have turned? Turned have tabled.
To then use it on Kalista.
Ooh, disgusting to watch Tristana just melt turrets.
The circle looked weird on Skarner, but it forced the Kalista flash. And then Kalista with no flash hit him with the Ornn ultimate into Skarner ultimate to guarantee it, but he went a little bit early, just kind of reaching for it. A lot of times with Skarner, you got to have that trust in your teammates that they will hit the setup CC for you. So then
oh, wow. APA, is he going to try and jump on quad?
Exactly. The
oh yeah, I see Yon and Core JJ coming. Or I'm sorry, Ubti and Core JJ coming down.
Quick, you've got to have teammates usually to set that up, or you set it up yourself by slamming him into the wall with E. But now Quad's got to back up here in the bottom lane. It's Team Liquid.
Quad was able to smell it. Look at him. He knew something was happening.
Forward a little bit too far. The TP from FlyQuest. We're going to send Quad up.
Oh, and then he TP's top.
Impact still only level 9. Has a Sunfire cape at least on the Zac. Finds a little bit of quick burst there on
do you think Impact just solos Quad?
To have more men nearby. Quad is not really afraid of Zac 100-0ing him. Umpty at least here to reinforce.
Actually, Impact just did a lot of damage.
Out for nothing. Arrow flies through.
Honestly, that skin, the ult dragon that was circling the ult for that skin on Ashe was beautiful.
Yeah, they had the word on the Krugs.
Okay, so let's see. Masu's up here. Zac's going to engage with the Umpty ult being a possibility.
Forcing the flash into the Corki.
Oh!
A TP coming in now from APA.
TP from APA. What an ult!
Doesn't really hurt enough to threaten a whole lot of anything. Kind of just a, hey, you guys don't want to keep this up. Warning ulti.
Warning ulti.
He got one Dark Harvest stack, so it's not the worst thing in the world to pop ultimate, but maybe TL see this as a possible opening. Hey.
Oh, and then other TP. I guess that from Impact? Yeah.
Frozen Heart now
they traded TPs. Quad went top, Impact went bot.
Items, but I think in a game against 3 marksmen, building Frozen
Skarner just seems so strong.
Damn good, even if there is
throwing rocks around and everything.
Item. So I'm liking the purchases we're seeing so far. Up there in the top side from him. Again, the Sunfire Cape on Impact is going to give you a lot of value against the Corki and the Senna, but it still feels bad when there's
also,
that
Malignance on Karthus just feels disgusting.
He's got the Malignance, he's got the Leandries. This guy is going to hurt, man. And it's not just because of the fact that he's a mage into an armor builder. He's a mage with really high DPS, right? Like, this guy is scary for the Zac.
Yeah, it looks like Trinity Force on Corki is just the move. I don't know if I've ever even tried that before.
Malignance. I guess it's hard to keep track of Karthus ultimates once you cut your Malignance as well, so we'll see about that.
Alright, so, I mean, TL has 2 drags. That's the win con. You know what I mean? Being able to just stack drags.
Nice. 2 tanks on 1. Yep, they're trying to deal with Whippo here, but
I don't think they're going to be able to get
really
Whippo, right?
I actually think that he feels pretty confident in this 1v2. You saw it there when Impact went to use the elastic slingshot on him. Whippo can actually knock Zac out of his jump the same way that like a Janna Tornado or a Gragas Belly can, and you can just grab him in the air and slam him into the ground with a Stone Cold Stunner. It feels really cool.
Stone Cold Stunner.
And that just means that Impact is going to have a hard time trying to engage on this guy unless he does it from the shadows, from the brush, right? So, still at 2,500.
The drag's almost up.
We got our next Drake spawning here in 15 seconds. Team Liquid.
How much do you think TL will fight for this?
So far, if they can grab
it seems like
one, they know that Soul Point would feel great. FlyQuest knows the same, and they want to make sure they stop it from happening. Nice.
Wow, Buippo.
APA has to rocket jump away. Meanwhile, Umpty now the target, flashing out of the way of the Ornn Horn to guarantee that he stays alive. But Team Liquid now have no control over this bot lane. Top side, APA.
Oh, APA.
The Skarner will not be denied.
I guess at least it went to Whippo instead of going over to Inspired again.
That kill on the enemy mid lane.
Wait, are they just going to Baron? They got APA, they're just like, oh, they have nothing left. To be fair, the majority of their gold, I guess, is on APA.
Also no flash on the Tristana again. FlyQuest, easy time grabbing.
Wow, yeah, they just grabbed Baron here.
They can try and run Team Liquid.
That was a great pick by Whippo then.
Trying to get some quick counter pushes in here.
Yep.
Hopefully they can.
Good trade by Yon.
Zac pushed on bottom side. Yon's able to get the outer tower.
Oh, and then a good trade by Impact. So, you know, FlyQuest got Baron there, but TL got quite a bit as well. I don't think it quite matches up to Baron, even with this Drake. But you could argue that that's really good. Actually, it might be worth it. This is Soul Point.
lot of your territory of the map. But honestly, counterplay of 2 towers picked up, which were fairly low, plus the dragon for TL.
Look, it's a great counterplay to the enemy getting Baron, but counterpoint to your counterplay, the enemy still got Baron. And that's a pretty big problem.
Yeah.
22 minutes into a game of League of Legends. As
Having Baron is pretty rough. But it's better than them getting Baron and not being able to do anything. Right, like you gave up Baron, but you were able to get some turrets and, again, Soul Point. Not bad. It could have been so much worse.
For another potential tier 2 push. Ash Arrow looking for Masu, but doesn't find him. Masu fast reactions there to avoid getting
that Baron recall saved his life.
Not for that, but did still have the clan, so should have just been able to disengage anyway.
Do you think Inspired and Masu are dead here?
Picks up one of those infernal cinders to give him the extra little
No, it doesn't look like it.
Burst of move speed. As Busio now also joining.
Wait, are they going to turn it on
They knew
TL?
that Team Liquid wanted some kind of a punish there. They get away for now. Horn coming in.
Great ult by Busio. Oh, into the Whippo ult. Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
APA and Impact looking maybe for a counterattack angle here, but
wait, Whippo! Oh, Whippo, you're crazy! Skarner looks so strong. Oh, APA was able to get a trade though.
He's trying to hop back out and
wait, APA?
But the knock up into the air might be enough. APA, he's
bad. Whippo got another stun!
Elastic slingshot will make the turn. He's gonna burn.
Oh, it's aced! With another stun! So do not give Whippo Skarner is the... Oh wait, look at Quad! That's crazy!
While Skarner is running him over.
Wowee! FlyQuest,
that looked so rough.
There for a minute as kills got traded back and forth. APA
did so well.
To try to outplay there, but Team Liquid now 8,000 gold
Skarner, bro.
Just didn't have the firepower.
Here's my question to you.
Now,
yes, sir. How long is Busio going to be on Ornn duty? Because the Ornn has been
Busio's Ornn has been amazing. Look at this double knockup.
These picks.
And of course, Whippo just needs to play more Skarner, I guess. That was he has been playing amazing.
He's the one that pins APA inside.
Yeah, look at this.
The alcove and
beautiful.
Towards the end of the fight. I feel like Busio Ornn is very
so APA against Masu is actually really good there. I actually thought he might be able to get Busio. He was playing really well.
It was big in the first game, even though they lost. It has been big here as well. Although there are
what a great fight for FlyQuest.
And other Skarner-like picks.
Guys, Skarner might be broken. You know, I honestly expected us to probably see our most Skarner picks of this split in week 1, because once teams learn what
Skarner looks very balanced. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Skarner.
He is looking really strong right now.
A little bit of nerf on this patch. We're on live patch, by the way.
Yup.
Oh,
APA does APA just melt this, right? With his bomb?
That's my emote.
It didn't even need his bomb. Oh, okay, no, okay, there. Wow, he melted that. And he got away before Whippo.
This is post-nerf Skarner, so here you go.
Oh, interesting.
Try this at home. Still good. Still very, very good.
APA trying to get away there. Remember,
he must have saw Masu and everything coming up.
Have CC on them, but the Q and the W are only soft CC with the slows. You have to use the E or the R if you want to interrupt the teleport there. Although he was able to ding him with the damage on that seismic bastion, it still doesn't matter. APA escapes with a nicely timed TP.
Ooh.
Well, here we go.
Requiem
Quad punished?
Flashing out.
Wow, that Requiem almost killed Umpty.
Trying to stay alive. APA picking up a kill on Quad. It's a nice shutdown, but it will be traded 1-for-1.
They almost got Umpty there.
They get their man.
So, Umpty here, the general, I think as long as he just recalls, no one's going to go looking for him.
Nope,
yes.
Gone.
There's no way.
No.
Ooh.
These Karthus ultimates.
I think that was actually a pretty good trade from APA.
Like Inspired has just been perma-farming while also delivering massive damage to the rest of the team. This is
Let's see
like
here.
A cooldown game for FlyQuest.
Like, Void Staff completed for Karthus.
Take a deep breath after this
6
craziness
seal
of
stacks.
the first game of this series. Since the early game of this game went so well for them, they've been able to relax and feels like
this player just has so much farm.
themselves over the course of game number 2.
And they have a Senna too, so they like just really dominate late game.
What I'm gonna already say is a banger game number 3. I mean, they are 7,000 gold ahead. There's a chance they could lose the Soul somehow to something crazy like
yeah. No, Soul is an actual win con here. Probably the only win con here from TL, right?
Run at them when they come over towards the dragon.
Minus something spicy like just acing the enemy 2 or 3 times.
Impact has not been spotted out here in this pixel rush just yet. The Karthus wall did not.
Okay, good.
The Maokai ulti flying.
Are they going to be able to? Is APA going to be able to melt him? He did. Okay, so they didn't get Soul, but they were able to get Quad.
Impact was waiting in the pixel. The Drake might have been secured from FlyQuest, but what about the follow-up fight?
Are they going to be able to punish him?
Skarner's going to be your target here.
Nah, it looks like they just walk out.
Impact, but Whippo now coming back in here with the ulti, looking to turn this one back around. Upsy down to 1/3. Core JJ.
Oh, the Skarner ult missed. Okay, so Inspired died, but then does just ult. What an ult! Just does so much damage.
Shadow forces Yon back into the fight. Whippo's chasing him.
Jeez!
And it's a rock to the face to guarantee it.
Oh, APA just kills Busio here, right?
Busio.
Wait, Busio, you're insane! With the Whippo!
Double kill for Skarner. FlyQuest.
What?
Shape in the game.
Oh, Whippo!
You were talking twice there.
All right, how much y'all want to bet that TL absolutely bans Skarner next game?
I got double flowers action, and we're gonna go.
That was insane. I thought APA was going to be able to get Busio, but nah, the knockup from Busio into the Skarner stun.
They should at least get 1 inhibitor before retreating.
Insane.
And they will do just that. I was about to say, and you can see what Team Liquid were thinking with that chase. They got themselves.
The chase actually didn't look bad until Busio ulted and made it look awful.
Yeah. They got the kill onto Quad. Where Quad
Some water.
In. So it's a 4v5, and they're.
Ow, Whippo! That was aggressive.
He finds the ulti, but it's only onto the enemy top laner. FlyQuest, they got a couple of compromised health bars here, but they ain't afraid. They know they're
wait, knock up.
Behind him. Mazu's still firing.
Oh, Impact stays alive.
Impact at 200
he does have his passive as well.
Inspired and the rest of FlyQuest.
Okay, what's this ult gonna look like? Yeah, little wide. Impact's just dead, so proc. So much damage from Karthus. Yeah, so Umpty dies. APA dies. Wait! APA, you beautiful, beautiful Tristana, you! What a double kill!
Quietly, Yon and Impact trying to put the finishing moves here on Busio, but
wow, is Busio just unkillable or something? This is disgusting.
Whippo comes back over the wall. He misses the rock, and Yon is still fighting. Busio coming back.
They have to be careful because Inspired actually does a disgusting amount of damage. Wait! Oh! What if I don't even know? They're talking so fast.
Inspired damage even while dead.
What a beautiful fight.
That was huge.
So APA is able to jump in and kill Inspired, but Inspired's still able to get enough Qs off to turn it back and kill APA after the knockups onto the wall.
Is able to take them down because they have plenty of tanks there to keep
what an
the rest
insane
of the
fight
on that corpse. APA fighting his heart out here on the Tristana. Got the 2-for-1 explosive kill.
Yeah, APA is playing so well here.
Huge. Trying to make some heroics happen. And then almost.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to be able to watch it again. Okay, so this does miss. Oh, actually, no, it does hit. It hits Umpty.
Skarner was able to lock him down on top of the Karthus bar.
What a disgusting ult by Karthus.
Here's another look at it. Yeah. So APA is going in. He's like, you know what?
So gets the thing off on Quad, which kills Masu, and just jumps away.
And then, after he's able to heal up, comes to join.
I can't believe Whippo just survived this fight.
Please get me away.
Got the ult from Yon.
And they almost made some hero.
I wish I could have actually seen that last little bit as well.
Still able to recover themselves and still able to bring this giant gold lead over to Baron.
This Karthus just feels like an unsolvable problem.
Yeah,
right now
they
for
just
Team
rush
Liquid.
Baron.
We've seen them have a couple of good fights now, but no matter how good it starts, it doesn't matter when Karthus R is going to take
oh,
half of
flash by Umpty.
And here it comes.
Whippo's just going to stop all of them from even getting close to Baron.
JJ with the burn and the malignancy.
Core JJ just... No, okay.
Dawning Shadow will not hit him.
Yeah, they just grab Baron. They can't get close, unfortunately. And the amount of pressure that Karthus ult puts on them is insane.
Yeah, Whippo threw a rock at him and popped the spell shield, and the spell shield was going to block and save you half your life. But then they popped the spell shield, so the ulti comes down and just.
Let's see, Drag's almost up. Oh, 40 seconds. That's almost.
And FlyQuest once again.
And then you get the Ord upgraded items as well.
And looking at another
oh, it's just looking insane.
35 seconds ahead. They just have to defend it.
Whippo coming back in here. See him maybe for something in the bottom side. But I love the fact that you mentioned Whippo throwing the rock to do that. Old Skarner couldn't participate in most game states, right? He would just try to flash ult somebody and that's all he does. New Skarner with the W spam and the rock throwing can contribute to so much in a poke war.
New Skarner's just so strong though.
Spell shields or check brushes, he has so much more value.
Oh, and his items are so weird to look at too.
People don't necessarily think of because they're thinking of direct head-to-heads and team fights and combat power. So I love the fact that that got to be showcased here in our first ever top lane Skarner game in the LCS.
Oh, this is the first ever.
Mr. Bwipo, and it's only appropriate, Kobe, because Skarner is like the biggest champion in the game.
Wow, Bwipo is making it look
Bwipo should play
so strong.
Skarner.
They actually gave Skarner a wide rework.
Yes.
Right.
A wide
they made the
rework.
tails wider. There's 3
He
tails
is the
now.
widest now. Now let's see.
So Double Infernal for Fly kind of stopped the stacking threat.
And now Team Liquid are
it's always there. You know, they're at soul point no matter what.
They haven't been able to secure the soul. They can barely walk out of the base without these massive lasers spawning over their heads and knocking off half their health.
Does Busio just ult here?
Rocks? Do you like...
You know what I mean?
I do! Do you like being OP? Yes! And you like Skarner?
Yeah!
APA trying to get out. Here comes your card. That's ulti dawning.
What the? Where did APA go?
And now the ulti on
Oh, the ults.
Impact and Umpty both heading for the hills. Without APA there,
Oh, did they just end it here?
Stands no chance against the game-ending push with a Baron off FlyQuest.
That's kind of insane.
Turret's already gone.
Engage from Impact and he just dies too. That's their tank.
Masu's taking a kill, and FlyQuest want to pad those stats.
Oh wow, that is game over.
They force Gone back into the fountain. Core JJ is going to be saved, but for how much longer?
All right, so let's see. What did we learn from this game? Ban Skarner. Don't let Karthus get ahead. Wow, that was a disgusting game to watch. Skarner looked so good.
Thank you, Mark Zimmerman.
Mark
We are going to go the full distance of our first
There we go. All right, game 3. Some good games so far, actually. Really good games. Let's see how this one goes.
FlyQuest had this figured out from game 1. They were like, nope, we're not
All
letting
right.
you play him.
They banned Skarner because they don't want TL to get Skarner.
Very much like game number.
Another very, very high tempo, quick farming, quick invading AP option here for Inspire.
Please pick Silas.
This is and can be much more oppressive than a Karthus can. At least for the early stages.
Okay.
Does not. A couple of flexible.
Really interesting Ziggs ban.
Covered there.
I hope somebody can explain that to me at some point.
Meanwhile.
Also, I feel like I'd never see Jhin anymore.
The lock in here. Jhin is a very controversial champion, even with the buffs. A lot of.
I'd love to see a Jhin play though.
Really have a fun.
Oh, they switched to Alistar. I'm gonna love to see Alistar though.
Or ironically, Mr. Useful because of the inability to kill tanks, but with a Corki on the team was a possibility because your armor shred can work for both, and then you can go the bursty option. But they decide.
Wait, they chose Set. They chose Set.
We will just focus on.
Look at this. Look at this beauty right here.
Anything and everything later in the game. We have.
They needed the boss. They needed the boss. All right.
Zeri and the Pentacles.
Zeri makes sense, but I love to see this.
Pay's got himself one as
this
well.
right here.
So
I'm hoping it goes well.
Here it is going to be the Zeri and the Corki behind, kind of.
Oh, what beauty!
We were talking about.
I almost don't even want to skip it.
Alistar, with plenty of magic. Our finals matchup, our 2 MSI representatives.
All right, Bwipo, do Set proud.
And throwing down so early in summer season, which is going to be filled with best of 3s between these teams again.
It'll also be really interesting to see the matchup between Umpty and Inspired.
It's a very big matchup, which people expect. You saw a lot of the tier lists at the beginning of the day too, from not only the analyst S, but us as well.
I wonder if AP is gonna have another amazing game. AP has just had so many good games.
Everybody pretty much.
Like, I mean, he's good, obviously, but I am curious to see that.
High on the rankings, so.
I'm also loving seeing the Alistar and Leona.
And we'll take a look here as Core JJ is going to go for a little bit of a delay move here on Alistar, hovering around mid. Meanwhile, over the ward goes Bwipo and Inspired.
Over the ward and through the brush to the enemy jungler we go.
Going to go for the trap here. Bottom lane's just leashing. Bottom lane's just leashing there. Trying to get the Sejuani accelerated versus Nidalee. I do like that. Have both your bottom lanes add a little bit of damage. Nidalee aggressive clearing is always an issue, and they are also splitting the map for this Bwipo counter pick. Bwipo is a guy who's known for lots of.
Oh, Sedge is just going straight there. Interesting. Gonna grab Raptors or anything on the way.
He's gonna try and make sure that Inspired can't fully split the map for that matchup.
Yeah, Umpty still has his smite as well. The Inspired already used his.
Oh, got leased back. Wow, so really well played by Umpty.
Total priority over securing this large wolf. So Inspired just immediately going to give it up, head back into his own jungle instead.
I'm gonna be able to grab the Grump as well.
Honestly, the only thing that he lost was one little baby wolf and the
blue
blue
buff.
buff. He's not feeling too terrible about that, considering the state of the
Yeah, no
matchup.
kidding.
Yeah, definitely so. The defensive vision.
I kind of doubted Umpty's play, but that was beautiful.
So he can't come crossover. And Rumble pushing on this.
Wow. Great damage. Kind of on both of them.
Push out on the wave since Whippo was helping steal the blue.
It looked a little bit like Tristana won that fight, though.
As well. So Impact has been roasting Whippo
Ooh,
ever since
Brippo.
steal the blue and tried to walk back up the lane.
Yeah.
Plus,
Please don't get dove. Actually, he's only level 2. I wonder what he has.
So the info is
You think he has QE or QW? Or maybe he has EW.
Power to keep himself a little bit healthy. The outplay potential on set is quite big.
Yeah. Haymaker is huge.
He kind of needs to have level 3, though. Or, unless he grabbed EW. If you don't have Q, I think that's fine. But if you have Q for anything...
Whippo should definitely be able to hang on long enough to stay alive here. Haymaker,
yeah, okay, so he didn't have Q.
Followed up with a face breaker as Boostio,
great job.
Forces the enemy jungler to stay within range long enough for the extra turret shot to pick
like,
him
still
up.
rough that you ended up dying, but at least you were able to trade something.
While that is eye-catching, I also want to draw your eyeball to the bottom side of the map.
Okay, both of them are just one.
You're making me pause. You know what? I was going to talk about Nidalee, but let's go over the Flower's ability to split his vision as well as his cognitive load, I would assume. I'm going to say cognitive.
Cognitive.
What your brain is thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck is everyone else. Anyways. Slow reactions here.
Wow, Flash.
Zenith blade into the top lane as Impact tries to get away, but Whippo's ready.
Yeah, all right.
Breakers, haymakers.
That was pretty good.
2-1.
So Set is super behind in farm.
Yeah,
but it's going to be able to pick up some.
And is going to be able to.
And Impact doesn't actually lose that much. Just TP's back.
Farming cognitively.
It's a fairly commonly used term. Is going to be able to finish up. Yeah.
Nidalee is kind of bullying the Sedge and farm, but it sounds like that was expected by everyone.
Gotta make sure you're pathing well in the jungle on these.
Whippo.
Like a Nidalee, as Impact still has control.
He actually chose Set into this matchup.
What's up? It's going to be 2 extra divers coming to join. JJ is on the warpath.
Oh, wait.
3 versus level 5 on Impact. Finally hitting level 4 here, but now he's got to be careful. Goes for the immediate phase breaker, gets himself back away, saving the haymaker. Now there's enough distance.
Oh, wow, he's just walking it out. Okay. He did have to flash, but I really thought he was just dead.
He doesn't have a TP. He doesn't want to give up the death. Inspired's
So
going to have to
Inspired's
help him now.
top.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, FlyQuest, they're thinking about maybe.
You think Yeon's going to die to this Boostio?
Whippo still just has to watch outside of experience range as all.
No, Yeon just kind of leaves in advance. Maybe just knew what was going to happen. Yeah.
As Yeon just glides away there.
Wow, Whippo's going to be behind like all
He's
game.
going to make sure that he escapes from Boostio and Masu, but again, he's kind of getting the same sort of treatment that Boostio or that Whippo is up in the top side, excuse me, as both sides are just
really spicy
to bully.
Really spicy jump by the Inspired.
They're not done with
the
it.
pounce.
Before JJ allows Yeon to get back in, though.
Wow, Quad jumped in there.
The bodyguard has arrived to bottom lane.
You should have another jump if you wanted to try and
but your
re-engage.
Cost is, again, your jungle camps.
Yep.
The terror of every solo queue matchup.
Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen here.
Realizing itself.
Oh, wow, he just wanted the Dark Harvest? That's a mood.
Was able to take away the Raptors as well this time.
That's
And
funny.
you saw Inspired just jumped in there. Yeah, he jumped in and took one
gonna...
turret shot, but the reason he did it was to grab the quick Dark Harvest proc off of the Corki, just guarantee that he gets a little bit of extra power there on the
Dark Harvest.
I like the choice.
Dark Harvest OP!
And make sure that the turret shot doesn't matter anyway. Plus, it's not like you're really scared of a 1v1 with that enemy jungler if you run into him. I don't really think that Nidalee players have to care too much about Sejuani and Inspired.
Interesting. I didn't realize that Nidalee just stomped on Sejuani that badly.
But still a pretty early timer overall. The Void Grubs are active on the other side of the map. If that's what.
Oh, look, Quad's ahead right here.
There will be no contest.
All right.
If you ever wondered who would win between a fight between a cougar and a pig. Wonder no longer.
Oh,
I guess.
You know, I've been pondering that for years now.
Yep, there you go. League of Legends finally delivering those hard
Some real knowledge right there.
answers to the questions you've been wondering your whole life, Flowers.
Thank you, League of Legends.
We don't need to do one of those like virtual fights that they trying to.
Oh yeah, like one of those like Ultimate Warrior, but it's a
like dinosaur.
Actually, I
versus
really like
gorilla
those when
or
I've seen
whatever.
them.
Nah, we don't need to do that for the cougar versus.
I'm pretty sure I know who wins in dinosaur versus gorilla, man.
I guess it depends on what dinosaur you pick.
Yeah, I mean, if you pick one of the little tiny skrittery lizard things, that's
They
gonna
traded
lose.
drag
Like a
for
T-Rex versus a gorilla.
Grubs, right?
I don't know if that one's particular.
Gale won that
I feel like
exchange,
might be a
right?
Nidalee versus Sejuani
You do want to stack
yeah,
drags,
making
but
analogies now. We're on the
3
same
Krugs?
page here.
Like it. Guess what? Nidalee's on the bottom side of the map. I really thought he was going to go for red quadrant invade, but I guess because bottom lane is pushing, he's doubling back to go protect his red quadrant. As there has been so much TL focus on the top side of the map. Sejuani's level 6 though, and Sejuani's just trying to.
I think it's going to become an issue later on that Impact is just going to be so far ahead.
Especially if he gets
Wow!
Arctic assault into the flash to guarantee the interrupt on the rocket jump, but
Wow!
buffers through the glacial prison stun. As long as you've got that timing on Tristana, this
That was
champion is
beautiful
so
by
hard to lock
Umpty, but
down.
I'm still so
I don't
surprised
think
that
Umpty
Quad
would've
survived.
played it any better, but Quad responds in kind. It costs his flash,
Beauty.
it costs his ulti, but he gets away.
Yep, honestly, well played by both sides there.
Yeah.
Quad staying cool, getting his.
That was a
buff
super
off.
sexy grab, but oh, Quad still gets out.
Sejuani showing in mid lane did allow Inspired to finish off clearing through the top side, although it is over vision, as Impact and the rest of TL have done a good job keeping up their wards up there.
Let's see.
But yeah, honestly, pretty good defense being played here in mid lane throughout.
There's no objectives
After
up or
Quad
anything
now
like
had his
that.
last Burns, you know, Busio also showing up to match the core JJ roam, so there's not this big support difference. You never want your mid laner crying to you like that.
No, sir.
Don't worry, I'm here too. We protect.
Well, you know, I'm looking at the scoreboard right now, and the difference.
You know, I feel like I'd rather have
pretty
Zeri
much
here than
all
Varus.
Up there
If they're just
in
going to be
that
free
top
farming.
lane. Impact has 67 farm, and Whippo has 31. APA
Got the flash from
through the
APA.
lane As Busio came around trying to make a move on him.
Leona has the ever stronger X Flash.
The top lane is over a 1,000 gold lead in Team Liquid's favor. Whippo is so far behind the curve of the game right now. He's got his Swifty boost.
It's half farm.
That's it.
Okay, not
So
anymore, but it was
Sejuani's
35 to
designed
70 like a
catch
second
back
ago.
up.
Yeah, that gold lead, it more than makes up for the gold deficits on the bottom side of the map.
But it is. Yon on Zeri has just kind of been able to free farm for a while.
So, I mean, that's the massive lead. It's all of the investment from Team Liquid. They put all their ganks up there, or at least the majority of their ganks up there. Splashed a little bit mid as well, but investing a lot in the Rumble early, in Impact. Plus, it's always worth noting, this is, even though this is nerfed first strike on this
Double
match, we
TP
are on
mid
high
being
patch,
used?
Of course, they took down the early stages a little.
No, Quad's using it. I guess APA is just going to walk back to lane?
You a decent amount of gold generation.
Oh yeah, money feels great in League of Legends. Turns out. As Whippo
Well, let's see how this goes. I think Whippo can definitely survive. He has 6.
Damage coming down pretty fast.
Wow, interesting. What an interesting flash.
Angle there on the face breaker. Impact steps away. Whippo gets his haymaker, but it ain't gonna matter. I see what Whippo wanted, but Team Liquid saw the same. And they didn't let him have it.
Yeah, and they.
I'm guessing the flash was trying to set up the ult, but
do it. So, just a little bit of fancy footwork there from Impact. Whippo was slowed and flashed, then just kind of the walk around there. Those are the worst ones where you're so sad because
I'm actually so sad that
you
Seth's
die,
looking
you
so
get
rough
outplayed,
right
you
here.
lose your giant wave.
To be fair,
Big, wave up there on the
it's
tower.
against
Yeah.
Rumble.
But
I feel like if I was
also,
going to
you
choose
lost your
Set,
flash,
you'd want it to be
outplay
against
and
another
then they
fighter or something
still
like
aren't able to get the play
Renekton
off.
or Fiora,
And you're
right?
gonna feel bad about the miss.
I don't know what I'm
Inspired
talking about.
finds the Sejuani, but can't get locked down. Pretty easy for him.
And Umpty building that Zeke's Convergence, I believe, is the name of the item. Very, very
so good.
popular choice for junglers right now. It costs 2,200 gold total. You're getting 25 of both resist. You're getting 300 health, and you're getting ability haste. It's pretty much everything a tank jungler wants.
Yeah, and I, for one...
And Zeke's is the one that when you ult, it has a little blizzard around, right?
Jungle option.
Oh, is Whippo dead again?
Which makes it so good for jungle.
What was that
They
again?
don't need mana anyway. Whippo's in some trouble. He goes back in for the ulti, trying to turn it around.
Whippo, yes, you beauty!
The set ends up.
Look at the set!
Umpty trying to lock down Inspired, but it ain't gonna work. There ain't enough damage there from Sejuani.
Oh, bless. Look at you.
Whippo's got grit. and APA gets hit.
I like that. Nice work in there.
I'm actually really surprised. I super thought Bwipo was gonna die.
Pressure continues. I mean, kind of rough to keep on going for it here. Poor JJ's walking around like they're
Beast, that's so strong, guys. We need to see more set and pro play.
I
I am not at all biased.
So still gonna get grub here.
This is a very unbiased.
As well as still get some tower plate money for impact. So Bwipo living is very good for FlyQuest there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish all the grubs off though. That seems really strong.
But TL still got turret plate money for impact, pushing them off, and are going to be able to collect what I assume will be all 6 grubs.
Yeah.
As
I mean, drag's up, but it's not like FlyQuest is in such a position to be able to grab it right now, right?
They will have that turret killing power of
maybe
the double Void Might spawn.
Well, we've got first items coming online across the board. Not just that low econ first item for the Sejuani like we were talking about, but Impact has his Leandries. APA.
Wow, Impact almost got that turret too.
Slayer is up for quad.
Set has not touched Impact's turret.
How this just feels like such a great ball of stats for these ranged auto attackers to buy first. There's your static shiv on Zeri, role player item plus also good. And opportunity for Varus. This has been a favorite for lethality Varus builds, just having that extra burst of lethality, plus the move speed if you get a kill.
Oh, so Fly is going to be able to grab this drag. I'm kind of surprised.
Engages, it can help you reposition for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, 100%.
But they were able to, you know, with quad going down bot, they were able to position for it. All right, so it's the argument of like what's better, 6 scrubs or 2 drags.
They don't like to think about topside.
I don't know. You know, I think it depends a little bit on your team comp and how everyone's going to be playing.
But still going to lose the tower up there. That thing was going to be gone regardless.
And Impact got that turret.
Make a cross-map play for themselves.
I wonder how much the grubs actually helped, or if, you know, I mean, Impact's just so far ahead of the set.
When you get all 6 grubs, that early, I think you should be able to get a turret plate in mid. Meanwhile, AP's got 10 seconds here to work off another turret plate, bottom 2. Ooh, Jan's not going to get that extra wave up there. So
APA might be own 1, but yeah, he has quite a bit of gold on him.
He's got 1 more second. Nice! Got the 3rd plate with 1.5 seconds to spare. Team Liquid at a 2,000 gold lead, 14 minutes in. 9
wow, Jail has 9 turret plates.
That's an extra 650 gold.
Ow. They are up 2k gold in the game, though. That is kind of tracked.
Oh, yeah. Now, quad.
Okay, Fly's going to grab this,
this
rift.
This top side
There's 5 there, actually. They invested a lot there, while APA is just going to push by.
Looking to respawn, but I don't know if they're going to be here in time.
Yell should just leave, right?
Might just find the equalizer.
Yeah.
Engage, locking down
great equalizer.
Oh!
With the cleanse, wait. Zeri's a menace?
Impact's gonna be the target now as Buzio tries to turn it around here with the Zenith blade. Bwipo wants to make his escape.
Oh, wait, that's 2? That's 3? Well, it's a double kill, but...
FlyQuest collapses, and Team Liquid are the ones breaking.
And not just that, that was a 4v5.
That was a 4v5. APA was split pushing the whole time on Yoki with no teleport available. They just engaged.
Wow, they just got a tier 2.
And decimated.
They got a tier 2 and won the fight. Like, they lost the rift, but... Are they gonna get tier 1 mid too?
On the Zeri now. Solo tower gold.
Look at the gold diff right now. That's almost 5,500. 5.3? Okay, so let me see here. So it was a good, it was just a rumble. Oh, the rumble with the knockup and the sedge ult. So Impact's actually the one that got the kill on Masu, so I was wrong. It wasn't a triple for Yon. It's just a double.
4v5.
Oh, another great knockup by the alley.
Entire time.
Oh, rough. Really, really well played. Oh, that was beautiful in so many areas. Such a good ult by Impact.
I like how we got the
and Sedge, actually. Just good ults all around.
First person
XD, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's funny because APA literally just was PvE that whole time. Yeah, his team did all the work. So he's like, you know what? I got you guys.
You still gotta talk your trash, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you didn't do anything.
And the split push. No hands needed for taking the tower.
FlyQuest, I'll save you the time right
Bwipo,
now. About 14 minutes and 30 seconds into the game.
Bwipo has really gotten the short end of the stick here.
Because when you're going back and looking, it was a
and I wonder if he's the one who wanted to play the set or what happened. Because I'm so happy to see set just being played. But this is a rough game to watch.
A beautiful drawing of the position of Team Liquid on both sides, because not only the positioning and then the long range ults.
We're gonna watch this next.
Those 2 members right in the middle, pincer movement with the Rumble ult on top, and then Core JJ immediately following it up, getting maximum burn damage and allowing freedom for Azeri this early to get early kills. I mean, just, that's one where you do the replays to do the full drawdown and be like, well, this is...
I don't know what that emote is that APA keeps...
Yeah, I mean, we basically right there, we like set up the analysts. We're like, yeah.
All right, random intermission has ended. We're back on it.
All right, Team Liquid's up 5,000 gold. There's 1 minute until the next Drake. FlyQuest already secured the first 2.
Yeah, Team Liquid's really far ahead here.
If Team Liquid cares at all, this next Drake is theirs to lose. You're 5,500 gold ahead in open territory. What does FlyQuest even do?
Well, some of the FlyQuest members are building IKEA furniture sets right now.
Oh, hey, look, he just put the couch together.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's completed. Okay.
See?
Guys, 1 item to 2. 1 item to 2 sounds way better than 0 to 2.
Wow, aggressive by Impact.
Does not want to be a part of this play.
Oh, with the TP. They won him, and they got him.
How about a Cougar versus a helicopter? Which one do you think wins that?
All right. So they just grabbed this drag, right?
Yeah, that one's probably going to come out on top.
If they won it. I assume they do, though.
Dead for the next 20 seconds. The Drake is spawning in 15. Remember when I said earlier, FlyQuest probably can't do anything about this?
Now they definitely can't do it. Yeah.
Upgraded.
Yes. That's what we did with the pick. We upgraded.
You've increased your confidence level, huh?
Yeah. Whippo might have put together his, wait, IKEA furniture always has weird, his pride and break.
Whippo!
But it's not going to be enough. The extra living room function.
That's so aggressive.
Will not get this done as the Zeri laser comes in.
Wait, Whippo?
The front line on
couldn't even get the W off, bro. The haymaker.
Guarantee the kill on the enemy set.
Beautifully played by Yon.
Quad and Masu trying to get away. Inspired's back alive, but he's only here in time for the.
If Whippo got that haymaker off, that might have been a different fight.
All this credit should be going to TL's front line and the setup, because man, Core JJ on the Alistar, Umpty on the Sejuani.
Yeah, actually, this Alistar has been filthy.
So easy.
Like Core JJ has looked really good.
With the work the front line is doing and setting them up, it looks beautiful.
You know what this is like, man? You ever watch those Gordon Ramsay shows where he critiques pasta and he's always mad it's overcooked or undercooked? The carries are the pasta. That's what everybody focuses on. But man,
wow, APA!
He's out.
Looking crazy.
Mincemeat out of him.
He was ready with the emote too. That was
yeah.
The Insta question mark.
That's how you max out the APM, because you're emote spamming alongside. Impact now. You should just be able to walk this.
Oh, what an interesting rift.
Goes down the equalizer. Ready to turn it back around if he needs to. Umpty locking up Busio.
Oh yeah, also the Core JJ didn't even need to be there. APA just wiped out Quad there. And Busio's dead. That's rough.
Impact goes on a rampage. 7,500 gold for Team
Liquid. Umpty's just so tanky, bro.
Completely falling apart.
1.5 items built in. Umpty's huge. Well, 1 2/3.
Giant flamethrower.
You know?
Yeah, that's the way to go for it.
He's got all the components.
Giant AoE, roast them down. TL
Yon hurts.
over the Nidalee jungle. This is therapeutic for a lot of solo queue junglers.
Oh yeah.
Been on the receiving end of the Nidalee invades, but FlyQuest got a counterplay of their own.
Oh, well, let's see what FlyQuest is able to do here.
APA has no teleport, so APA is not going to be able to join.
Honestly, even 3v2, I think.
So difficult to do,
wait, okay. Decent ult by Whippo.
Quad flashing in, trying to get the kill on him to guarantee it.
Ooh, Quad wasn't quite able to kill Yon.
Yon needs to try to get away with a wall hop, I think. He jumps back over the alcove, trying to provide his own
okay.
covering fire.
Okay, so Quad got Yon. That's an important part of the fight. Whippo with the haymaker. Oh, okay.
Approaches from the river, but now he's going to be jumped on Quad, ready to put the bullets in him. FlyQuest.
Really well played, although FlyQuest is really low.
FlyQuest find a fight.
That's huge. That's huge.
But that was really good.
APA's going in. Masu flashes out. APA still
oh,
gathering.
APA. Wow, APA double kill.
It's a double kill of an APA. The equalizer burning inspired.
Oh wait.
Might just be taken down.
FlyQuest and TL. Oh, they're both playing so well.
Quad. What is happening?
Oof.
I mean, League of Legends?
Correct.
That was a fun one. Inspired burning down at the end actually is able to live.
I actually thought that Inspired was going to die to the burn from Impact.
Back and getting some more kills. I mean,
oh, great. Let's watch this again. Okay. So at this point, FlyQuest, I did notice FlyQuest was really low. APA really did melt Masu here. I was really scared that APA was going to like wipe him out or something. Because it looks like they could have, but Busio was able to get some good CC on him.
Nice bonus damage.
Oh, Inspired is so close to just death.
Our live patch 14-12 was moved into.
But really well played by Umpty as well.
So critical there that he got the second kill, getting the Foss bomb going in. But Rumble Ultimate also.
No one's happy about that fight.
Endeavor. FlyQuest, they knew, like, we have to make it scrappy and we have to
get
TL's
so far ahead. It's kind of their game to lose at this point.
These gold bounties, because they still have a long way to go.
They just, I don't think just need to kind of kill Inspired.
Gold for them to
right, like nobody else really has any gold.
When TL has a lead, the most dangerous place for them to be is the enemy red side quadrant. Because remember that's where their big throw was in game number 1. That's where they just got punished the most here in game number 3. Now Team Liquid over the Baron. Is it going to be stolen? Oh, I thought we almost had a World's 22 Finals Gumayusi.
I thought Masu was about to do something spicy there.
But it doesn't happen. Now Busio here on the front line. FlyQuest maybe
so
looking
TL
for an
just...
angle. Equalizer comes down over the top as
TL just kill him here?
Masu's going to be in danger.
Oh, what a great headbutt.
Masu gets cooked.
Masu's gone already? The game's just... Or this fight's just over? Yeah, Bwipo's dead.
But it's too little.
I didn't even see how Busio died.
It's too good of a play for Team Liquid.
The team fighting with TL, when they are set...
Wow. TL's looking real strong. Like, they lost game 2, but game 2, I feel like a lot of things went wrong there. But this is a pretty dominant performance. Have they been behind at all this game? Definitely not top lane. Wow, Impact just, you know, this matchup either was really, really good with the set, or he just really knows how to play it. Because yeah, he bullied set so bad.
Right back onto the winning pathway here with Baron, with the 10.
And the Rumble ults have actually been so spicy as well.
Trying to work this one down with their Void Mites.
They're definitely going to get this one as well, too.
They can manage to secure this. As soon as the inhibitor drops, looks
they
like
have 2 inhibs.
Fall back. They might.
Drags up. Well,
like
not currently. It's going to be up in 15 seconds.
Too far forward. They're walking into a 10,000 gold lead TL that will be more than happy to take the fight. There are no turrets for FlyQuest to fight under nearby.
How would FlyQuest win this game?
3 in the bottom lane. The 2 next
Dragon shutdown, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it just like getting lucky and
2 seconds,
like wiping them out a whole bunch?
And it looks like Quad just waiting for the spawn immediately.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And try to burst it down before TL can answer.
So the rest of the team stopped at Raptors.
He has
Kraken
and Navori.
Still get the burn down because this is an objective bounty shutdown. That is a big 500 gold base.
Oh no, Umpty's there.
Umpty comes over the
well
wall.
played by
He's
Umpty.
ready.
And they just win the game here, right? Beautiful by TL. Just too aggressive by FlyQuest. I get their idea, though. They just didn't have the damage. Busio dies to Yon. Yeah. Bwipo's just chilling top. I mean, they have TP, so he can at least try and come back to help.
5v3. Nexus turrets in their sight, and a TP ready to make sure
that and then is that TP from wow, what a knockup!
Another engage. Masu's out of the picture. Bwipo will continue.
I still love the haymaker. I might be biased for the set though. Wow, yeah. APA's just had a great series. But this last one, oh, I feel like Impact was there. Everyone played good this game. Beautifully played. Wow, that was so impressive. Again, game 2 was the only one that... Game 1 was really close. Game 2 was really, like, FlyQuest really got ahead, but game 3, TL got really far ahead as well. So just like a good mix of games and possibilities. I'm excited to watch the rest of this. Or watch the rest of FlyQuest and TL's games this split. That was really, really good.
Really beautiful team fighting from them.
All right, let's hop on now to Cloud9 and Dignitas.